I completely forgot I named this deck Slash of Silver Curly.
Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of, I guess, History of Fight or Retro Fights. I still haven't decided what to call this, but today we are throwing it back with the trial decks that were first released for the Limit Break era. Today I have myself Card Fight posting. How are you doing today, buddy?
Hello Curly, it's a pleasure to be here on your show today. I'm doing quite well. Like you said, Card Fight posting, Ace with something, whatever you want to call me. I exist and I've been playing since as long as I can remember.
Perfect. Because these cards are about as old as I can remember. So these are the first trial decks, or the first trial decks for Limit Break era, the second set that were ever released, featuring Thunderbreak Dragon and Garmor. Let's see how these play out. Ace, go ahead. You go first.
Yes, sir. All right, draw. Starting out, immediately, Ride, Blessing Owl, Classic Vanguard, I end my turn.
Pretty good. I will stand and draw. I will pitch
quite the eventful turn.
Yeah. I'll discard to ride from my right deck now. I will ride into Red River Dragoon here. And I'll do you one better. I'll actually go to battle. Swing at you for 8.
No guard.
Alright. Drive check. It's just a dragon. Okay.
Damage check.
Okay.
Stand trigger.
Not bad.
My move. Let's go.
Yep.
Alright, stand. Draw. Not the best opportunity. However, skip ride.
Ow.
Call
Okay.
charge gall.
Sure. Oof.
We'll have Blessing Owl supported by charge gall for 12,000 to the Vanguard.
Oof. Yeah, sure thing. No guard.
Drive check. Let's
Okay.
go!
There you go. You'll have to see it. Damage check. Alright, stand for stand.
This is what content looks like.
Yep. It's perfect. Alright, I will stand and draw. This is gonna be awkward because we're probably gonna ride the same exact grade too. I'm gonna ride Thunderstorm Dragoon here. And
Wouldn't it be crazy if I did have a Thunderstorm Dragoon in this deck?
imagine.
Just the awesome one of Narukami card.
Yeah. I mean, technically you could. It's just a vanilla, right?
Yeah.
Oh, that one's a great one. Okay. I will throw out Djinn of Lightning Flare. And I will also call out... I won't be too greedy. We'll just leave it at that. I'll go to battle phase. Click end phase so that you don't have
You're
to
right. I completely forgot about that.
You're good.
I looked at my card and I was like, what? Why am I so buff all of a sudden?
The big ass bird. Just like this Djinn here. He's gonna get an extra 2k since I have an Narukami Vanguard.
Alright.
That's 10 to your 6.
No guard. Immediate damage check.
Nice.
Okay then.
Alright. 10 to your 6 for my Dragoon.
That one, I'm gonna have Silent Punisher attempt to stop.
Ooh, very nice. That is my favorite critical trigger, I think, of all original Vanguard.
Same here. I
Nice.
gotta say, same here. Excellent taste, my friend.
Perfect.
Very sad he wasn't in V-Series.
Yeah, that is unfortunate. Speaking of original Vanguard, I've asked everyone this so far, so I wanted to ask you before we get any further. How did you first start getting to Vanguard, or I guess also when did you first start getting into Vanguard?
I first started getting into Vanguard around November of 2013, I believe.
Okay.
And it's because I was in Las Vegas at my uncle's house with my older brother, who was a college student during peak Vanguard times. So you can imagine, nerd, he played games like that all his life. I love you, Matthew, by the way. I want to say, I'm not calling him a nerd in a bad way.
Sure, yeah.
But he played all those games, Yu-Gi-Oh, Pokemon, Digimon, everything. So he introduced me to a lot of card games at a young age. And the one he brought with him was Card Fight Vanguard. Now, he had 2 decks. Both of them were actually relatively meta at the time. One of them was the classic Spectral Duke Dragon,
Mm-hmm.
and this was right before BT09, Class of the Knights and Dragons.
Right. Okay. Oof. Interesting.
And then he also had a Phantom Blaster Overlord deck, which is the first deck that I ever ended up playing.
Wow. Okay.
So I've been in it for coming on 12 years now.
Very nice. Very nice. All right.
Which is fair. So I was 6. I was 6 when this started.
Fair enough. Yeah. I remember. Interesting. Okay. That's cool. All right. Yeah, I know a lot of people that started obviously during that time because that's when Vanguard was at its first peak, I will say, right?
Yeah. I don't think it's never breached the mainstream as much as it has since then. Yeah. But within the card game realm, I think it's more popular than it was originally.
Yes, absolutely. All right. With that, I will
hit me with the drive.
Yeah, I can't break through this. I don't have 10k triggers. Check. Oh, okay.
Okay.
I will pass on to you. Go ahead.
All right. Silent Punisher is retired.
Mm-hmm.
Stand and draw.
Mm-hmm.
Ride. Knight of Superior Skills. Bowman.
Yep.
And then immediately we're going into battle phase.
Sure.
Bowman will be attacking Thunderstorm Dragoon for 16,000. Coming at ya.
Interesting. Okay. No guard.
All right. Drive check.
Ooh,
Heal trigger.
Very nice.
Power to Bowman. Do I recover 1 damage?
Sure thing. I'll take 1 damage. Oof.
What I don't think people realize is early Vanguard, having a grade 1 booster was completely game changing.
Yes.
I think even more than it is now with, higher powered Vanguards, you could get through pretty much anything early game if you had just a single boost.
Yeah, which is interesting because they've kind of brought that back in Divine, since all of the Divine skill decks, they have that one double rare grade 1 that it gets an effect from boosting the Vanguard, so they've kind of brought that back in a way, which is kind of cool.
Oh, I completely agree. I love that it's becoming more rearguard focused again. I think it was way too Vanguard only during V-Series.
Yes, that's fair. Alright, I will stand and draw, and I will ride Thunderbreak Dragon. And I hope you enjoyed boosting, because when this card
will not be doing that anymore.
When this card is placed on Vanguard Circle, I will pay the cost of Counterblast 2. Choose one of your grade 2 or less rear guards and retiring it.
I'm getting Blaster Bladed.
Blaster Bladed. Let's go. I'll go to main. This little fella doesn't do enough. Let's we'll be a little conservative here.
Vanillas used to be so funny.
Yeah.
Vanillas used to be so funny.
Yeah, they're pretty good, not gonna lie. Oh, but feel bad. I wish I had another one, to be honest. Let's do we'll use his skill. Since I'm attacking, I have an Arakami Vanguard. He'll get +2, and we'll swing in for 18.
No guard.
Yep.
Let's see. Damage check. Heal trigger.
Very good.
Power to the Vanguard. I don't recover, but that is more than enough to stop you without a trigger.
We'll see about that. I don't have Limit Break, so I'll not power up. I'll swing with Thunderbreak Dragon for 10 to your 15.
Let's see. I could be really funny.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm going to choose the other funny option, which is no guard. Hit me with it.
Alright. Let's see if my luck of crit sacking people on this show works out. First check. Second check. You're safe.
Alright. Damage check.
No damage. No damage check. You draw for turn. You're good.
You're correct.
Yeah.
Still. I mean, it worked, I guess.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Hey, I was going to call that anyway, so it's fine. Stand up. Great Silver Wolf. Garmor.
Alright.
My boy. The first ever main Vanguard I ever played, so I'm a little bit more intimately familiar with this deck from here on.
Okay. Wait. You want to not use this skill?
You're correct. I actually will not for right now.
Sure.
Because I think I have some better options.
Alright.
First of all, call Slagle Double Edge.
Whoa.
And then I'm calling in some backup with my boy.
Hey everyone, welcome to the Tuesday stream. Today has been quite the day for me. I hope you guys are having a much easier, smoother Tuesday than I have. And today is, of course, Magnolia Tuesday, right? So we have the reveals this morning from the new Magnolia, which we'll go over, plus a couple of other little things. Hey Zadex, how you doing today? Oh, I managed to get the stuff working on CFA really quickly, which sucks. It took me so long to get them to work right before the stream, so I had no time to myself. But yeah, we have the new Magnolia stuff, as well as the Estacion stuff, so maybe we can maybe take a look at that, but probably more so the Magnolia stuff. Hold on, I have to go. Oh, there we go. And we have these guys, right? So thankfully it was only 2 cards, so I didn't have to do too much, but yeah. Including Maggie Mask on Dear Days too, huh? Proxied Maple and the Goat for the new rear guards? Yeah, I don't feel like doing that, so instead I decided to struggle with the CFA compiler because I forgot it doesn't like apostrophes. But sooner or later I'll get the hang of that a little bit easier. You're working right now? Damn, that sucks, Gunmetal. I just got work a little bit recently. His work was busy, a little bit busy for me. With that said, I don't know if we're gonna have time for Dear Days today, because I feel like we're probably gonna spend the entire time talking about Magnolia. So we'll see how things go. And bike delivering. Oof. Well, at least it's a nice day out for this. So there is that, at least, right? It's not gross yet. It's not freezing yet, though. I feel like you'd rather the code for biking, or maybe not. I don't know. To be honest, I don't know. The only amount of biking I've done has been in mi country de la Dominica. No, that's why it sounds weird, because I'm saying it the wrong way. La República Dominicana. I was gonna say Dominican Republic, but that's not right. That's not how you say it in Spanish. And it's always hot there, so that's my only real experience with actually biking, per se. How do you drive a bike and watch YouTube at the same time? You just have it on your phone? Not to brag, but I say brag. Not to brag, but I've driven and watched YouTube at the same time, but obviously not intently. But actually, JK, I've never done that because that sounds illegal. But yeah, so we'll go over the reveals from this morning. And that's kind of about it. Like I said, I don't know if we're going to Dear Days. We'll see. It's a rough dry season right here. Rivers are dangerously thin. Yeesh, that's not good. It is just starting to get a little bit warmer here. But speaking of warmer, we have to first go over the cards of the day. Brought to you by hopefully some rain coming towards X way pretty soon. But if not, hey, at least he has 3 evil heads are better than 1. The normal order here for Dark States. This just says you play this for free. Choose a card from your drop, put it into your soul, and you also put this order into your soul. So this seems deceptively simple and kind of whatever, but it's actually pretty good. It's also going to look insanely good as an FR, considering how much free space you got here. Right? So you just have this simple ass box of text, so it's going to look insane. So I'm really glad that they made this rare so you can get an FR. But this is insanely good. In 3 years, they'll make 3 demons into a mini archetype like they did the Sweet X3. Maybe. They look kind of whatever. Base Astroya support. I mean, maybe. I don't know if you want to play this and that, because you probably want to play your own order, but I don't know. The reason that this is good is, 1, obviously it gives you soul +2. So this is Brother's Soul without you having a soul charge. Not having a soul charge is great. It's a grade 1 order, so you can use this literally every single turn, right? You can use this as soon as turn 1. It's an order, so it activates things like Philia. It even activates the manor duo of the grade 1 that searches out the manor, but or the whatever the fuck it's called, the order searcher from set 11, right? The grade 1 that gets 5k, it activates this. The grade 2, the Tetrafold clone, it activates her, right? Yeah, no, soul charging is whack. Keep my triggers in deck, thank you very much. It activates Philia, right? Your opponent can no longer play 2 rear guards and block you off from using Philia, because now you just play an order and you're done. You discard for ride, so it'll basically always be active, right? Unless you play, I don't think there's a single card, a certain single deck in Dark States that discards for free for ride, so you always have to discard something, so this is always active. So the promos boss definitely needs this. I mean, yeah, it needs it at least in name, but and it does let them pick up an order from drop. It doesn't really do much more than that, but yeah, it definitely needed some other order that they can play. So this is really good. Really looking forward to seeing what this can do. Orange wants this order since she needs the Soul Blast 2 to 5k and draw. Yeah, so if you ever want to use that effect, this kind of makes it so that on place she searches for free and it makes her Soul Blast 3, Soul Blast 2 essentially, right? Because it gives you 2 soul. So really good. really good. Unlike the Kyrie support that we got here, this is I'll stick it on for you, Syria, Caria probably. So this just is a common that says act on rearguard circle. If you have a grade 3 or greater Kyrie, you can put this to soul, give your Vanguard 5k. So granted, Kyrie needs soul. Granted, this helps maybe your grade 3 turn not be as shitty. It's an axe skill, so you can slap this down early and then activate it later on. That's one of my biggest pet peeves, is when it's in on place, but it has to be on grade 3 or greater. But yeah, this is not good. It's hard to justify making space for this. There's a grade 2 that was released in the Trick or Treat set that just says if you have Kyrie and you guard with it, put her into soul. That's a better option than this card is, to be honest, in my opinion. And that's not even a good card either. So yeah, kind of unfortunate she couldn't like do something else. Couldn't have been like mid-battle. If this was like auto at the end of the battle, you boost. If you have a Kyrie, put this to soul, give your Vanguard 5k. Like, that still wouldn't see play, but that would be a little better, maybe. I don't know. But yeah, not a great common, to be honest. There are better options that give her soul, yeah, and that do more specifically. There are better options that do other things. Right? The fact that she only does that one thing that is not even good is not a good thing. And this set alone that better fits Kyrie? I don't remember, but probably. And then we have lastly here the Night of War Convention Festival, who is just the common grade 2 cycler that lets you choose a trigger that's not the over trigger from drop and guard with it for CB1, right? Whether or not this has any applications in Keter, I don't know, we'll see. The Dragon Empire we talked about last time, Dragon Empire version of this we talked about last time, is pretty good. The Keter one, I can't really think of any good use cases for this. Any any type of synergy with any other types of cards, but it is what it is, right? With that, before we get into all the Magnolia stuff real quick, we did have a card fight the weekend over in the Drop Zone, where we had a bunch of tournaments just celebrating the release of Set 6 in English, which released the previous Friday, not the one that just passed. So this was right after episode 8 of the Vines that Friday, which is why some of the homeboys were motivated to give Magnolia one last hurrah here with the ever reliable and ever faithful Magnolia Levery Dress hybrid deck and the Magnolia Mask of Magnolia Elder hybrid deck, which, you know, was something. But we see a lot of like the newer decks being played here, right? So we see Glory Maelstrom, we see technically Venus Lukier, who did get supported, we see the Blood, we see the new Aurora here, right? The new Eva, who technically got one card of support, right? But in the end, it was won by Night Rose in 3rd place, Raziel in 2nd place, and then Alcalibria in 1st place. Amigos, Blank is piloting the Levy Maggie hybrid? No, you are actually wrong. That was not Blank. Blank was the other hybrid. Right. No. My neighborhood hates me and wants me to die of asphyxiation because I can never open the window and breathe fresh air. No. I have to smell my farts and my computer's CO2 gas. Otherwise, because they will never shut the hell up outside. Hey Kyle, how's it going, buddy? Drink juice? No, drink water. Don't drink juice. Juice is bad. Yeah, so this was day 1. How do you have enough room for Mask Elder? You'd have to ask Blank if he ever shows up. Not fresh juice. Drink water. Show you what, if you drink as much water as you do juice, no. Because then maybe you don't drink enough. Just drink water. Crack a coconut, I guess. I don't know, I'm not really into that. But yeah, you can ask Blank when he shows up back. Soda water, please God, no. This was day 2, the following day, and yeah, we had Liel Morta in 3rd place, Impaldio in 2nd place, and Vladimir in 1st place. The freaking divine skill freaks swept threw away all of the set 6 fellas to the waistline. Limonada sin azúcar. Sure. Did you know you can't ride Elder on top of Mask? Can't ride Elder? Yeah, you can. Why can't you not? But yeah. I'd love to see the Liel list. Unfortunately, I cannot share it. I was asked not to share it. I did face off against the Liel list. Because this time I was playing Luke. I was not playing Luke the first day. That was someone else. I didn't play the first day. I played the 2nd and 3rd day. This day I played Lukier. Did not do great. Did not do great at all. I think I went 1 and 3. It's not great. One of my losses was to Liel. I think the only person I managed to beat was the Chris Rain. I lost because I lost round 1 to Vladimir. And I lost round 2 to Raziel. And I think I beat Chris Ray, and then finally I fought Liel at the end, or something like that. But yeah, I didn't do great, is what I'm trying to say. So like we're not using Elder or Mask anymore? I don't know. We'll find out. I posed that question on Twitter earlier. I don't know. All I can tell you is that Patriarch is able to play by its own. I personally don't know if it has enough of a payoff to not play any of the 2 upgraded versions, but you can literally play Patriarch in Mask and Elder, right? Very easily, just swap out the existing one. Whether or not those 2 versions are still valid to keep playing and keep going further, whether in Patriarch is just a better way to just play Magnolia period, we don't know yet. Any Mask unit first line of text? Does it really just say you can't ride any unit? Let's see. Let's see if Click knows how to read. many such cases, it turns out that maybe click is right. Let us see here. This unit can only be ridden from a, no, that says ridden, which says you just can't ride this unit unless you have a grade 3 Magnolia. You can ride over that unit. Right, it's ridden. It doesn't say you can't ride over, right? So you can ride over it with a grade 4 Magnolia. It just says you can't ride from Night Rose, or I'm blanking on other decks. You can't ride Flagberg grade 3 and then ride this over it, right? That's what it says. It's not the grade, it's just you can't ride over because this is ridden, right? You don't be ridden from a grade 3, so you can only ride this unit over a grade 3, right? Unit Mask and Vivance, you play them on separate decks? Yeah, I mean, you can play them. I'm just saying, as a whole, the community, I don't think that's gonna work out, and whether or not it's like the most viable option. You can play whatever the fuck you want. You can play Persona Ride Original Magnolia. That's totally fine. Go right for it. I ain't gonna stop you. I ain't gonna help you, but I ain't gonna stop you, right? But yeah. But yeah. I want to play Solarium Mask here, but someone else is playing Solarium Mask, and I got to play a little bit of Solarium. Well, I got one game, I should say, with Solarium Mask before this tournament. And sorry, the last one we have here. This time I played Eva. I managed to get 4th. Not that it matters. But we had Bat in 3rd, not Click. Raziel in 2nd, and Night Rose in 1st, not Sage. Right. In terms of raw power, Magmass is still the better than Patriarch. Yes, the markers plus Serral is still better than Patriarch plus Serral. Even, you know, Patriarch by itself versus the Mask, the Dragon 2 markers give way more power than, you know, it can. So I don't know why everyone keeps saying these weird things that like Patriarch somehow has more power. It clearly does not. That's not how Mask works. Maybe it's the better deck, sure, but Mask just has better power, yeah. That's right, I'm not a dirty bad player. Yeah, okay, buddy. Yeah, Princess Mona Magician was the Solarium Mask player. Solarium Mask, yeah, I said that right. Thought I said Solarium Magician for a second. But, yeah, the Dragon 2 monsters give more power, but your rear guards are really bad, so your numbers still suck. Okay, so just play better rear guards. Okay. but yeah. So that was Card Fight the weekend. Then I couldn't really find a better slide for this. I know you guys want to talk about the Magnolia stuff, so I put that at the end so I can get all this stuff out of the way first. So just bear with me for a second, right? Recently, I think just this past Saturday or something like that, One Piece decided to announce, or Bandai announced for One Piece, that they will be doing simultaneous releases by 2026. What does that mean? That means that in 2026, Digimon, Gundam, and One Piece, the like third probably biggest card game right now, will all be releasing simultaneously worldwide all at the same time. Which is absolutely huge that they're not only doing this for a 3rd TCG, but also doing it for their biggest TCG, also the biggest newest TCG, right? So this is absolutely monumental. Absolutely monumental. I know everyone has something bad to say about Bandai, but they're doing it, right? They're doing it. They got a plan laid out. They're doing it for Digimon, right? The last set before the simultaneous release happens now. Yes, they did kill off Battle Spirits. Yes, that was 100% on them. A lot of bad choices that they made that killed Battle Spirits. But if they do the simultaneous releases, I don't know what to tell you. They're kind of ahead of everyone, right? They already got One Piece and it's doing really good. They have pretty good, I want to say products. I don't know if that's the right word. Or a strategy with One Piece. Just releasing a lot of different trial decks and products that people can actually play. People like the game because they're buying a lot of it. Their championships look like there's people there, right? So yeah. I like MAGNOLIA Mask, but Mask of Hydra is expensive. I guess technically. Yeah, Gundam is releasing worldwide. Digimon is going to be simultaneous after the boost, either this booster set that's releasing or the next booster set. After that, they're worldwide. Nothing went wrong. It's just in X corner of the world, the Digimon players aren't happy about it, I think, because I haven't heard any other Digimon player complain about it except X, who doesn't play Digimon. But yeah, the mask is just 10k more by default, and you can play some of the New Year's mask version, right? But yeah, they kind of did similar-ish to what Vanguard did, where they kind of like combined the Legion sets into like one set or two set. And basically, they altered the pack structure, not the pack structure, the set list and stuff, so that they can make the simultaneous release happen. Brazilians, you only have Yu-Gi-Oh! And Pokemon here? I mean, yeah, Brazil is pretty bad when it comes to importing stuff, unfortunately. Starts in April, yeah, exactly. So, that's huge. The reason I say this is huge, right? Obviously, speaking for Vanguard, I don't give a shit about One Piece, like, no shade to One Piece. But, like, I'm talking about, like, why it matters to me, right? Is that Bandai, as far as I know, that is Bushiroad's biggest competitor, right? Because they basically bowed out. I'm partially speculating here, right? And it's just talking about my opinion here. They basically bowed out from competing with Yu-Gi-Oh!, from competing with, I won't even say Magic, because they don't acknowledge, like, the world. They only acknowledge Japan. They bowed out of trying to compete with, like, Pokemon, right? They were like, you got it. You're the top dogs. Go right ahead. They were trying to kick it to Bandai. They're like, oh, I could beat the shit out of Bandai. We got this shit. And I'm gonna be honest, they're getting washed. They're getting completely washed. Absolutely. One Piece alone is amazing. And then, like, I don't see how this will not elevate One Piece even more. Then they also have Gundam releasing. That's gonna be the same exact thing, right? Then they're also gonna have Digimon, which has been their, like, I guess flagship TCG, right? Because it's been around since the pandemic. And it's been doing all right? And it's only, I feel like, gonna get better again with these simultaneous releases. So, yeah. Long story short, Bushiroad kind of needs to pick it up. If they don't, honestly, if they don't see this and realize they have to either do something similar or respond in some sort of way, if they refuse to do their own simultaneous worldwide push, they have to do some sort of response, because as we all know, we're in a TCG bubble. We are already getting pushed out of the TCG space, right? We have, like, it was originally just like big 2, big 3, and then, like, it's had to broaden to encapsulate, like, One Piece and everything to make it like big 5, big 6 or something like that. We're on the outer cusp of that, right? And everything that's in the outer cusp of that is fighting for their fucking life. And there's constantly new shit being thrown in there. So if Bushiroad doesn't do something, it's not gonna look great. Not to doom post, but this is kind of a big deal, right? The Digimon TCG simultaneous is crazy. Me and my friends are hyped. Our local group grew by 6 people in the last 2 weeks. Yeah, like, I want to get into it, right? I want to get into that because I like it when people make good business decisions, and I want to support that. So I might get back into Digimon. I shouldn't say I played it. I got some of the cards when it very first released in, not the first time, but this iteration of the card game released in English during the pandemic. And, like, I just don't like the game per se when I played it, but it might be different, right? Maybe when I try it now, it's completely different, but the fact that it's simultaneous releases, that's really enticing. I kind of really like the thought of that. I managed to since Divine Set 7 comes out April 25th and Divine Set 8 comes out in Japan on April 11th. Yeah. We are literally 2 sets behind every anime season. Vendors already know which cards are battle tested. Yes. Right. Yes. Like, we never got to buy French at cheap. We never get to make our own fucking decisions. we have Japan make all the decisions for us, which I hate so much. We can never make our own decisions, essentially, when it comes to like cards or what decks to buy, because it's just already decided for us, like 90% of it, right? Hey Jasmine. CurlyHairedVanguard is doing better than Yu-Gi-Oh! My era. Yeah, it's spotty. There are a lot of shops that Vanguard's doing great. I just feel like it can do a lot better, especially with like Yu-Gi-Oh! Certain games maybe not doing so great. Magic is in like this weird spot where, like, you know, they're kind of alienating their hardcore fan base and getting a lot of new players, but those new players aren't really sticking around. They are, you know, doing that. Yu-Gi-Oh's always had this massive like new player issue, right? So I feel like before the TCG boom happened, Vanguard was like on the cusp of it, right? They were right before the big TCG boom happened. They were right there with Overdress, and they could have knocked it out of the park and bit the frontliner, and then they didn't. Right? And then they really didn't. Oh yeah. Hey Esther, how's it going? Magic is turning into white shorts. Yeah, essentially that's what seems to be like the consensus by people, which is unfortunately that's kind of where the market is right now. It's just in IPs, right? That's unfortunately what's selling. Again, we're looking at One Piece here. That's an intellectual property, right? Battle Spirits got shot in the face, partly maybe because it's not an intellectual property and it wasn't making as much money. It was also poorly managed, but yes. Right. Vanguard, unfortunately, is an original IP, which is a little concerning, which is why they also need to put in more work. A lot of my local group are also on Magic, and they keep posting pictures of the cards, and you could tell that they're white cards, and I believe it. Why play Yu-Gi-Oh! IRL when Magic to do go bird, which is ironic, because like that worries me as a Vanguard player, right? That Yu-Gi-Oh! Has Master Duel, and I feel like it has helped them with their new player problem, but not really. Not really. So it is concerning if Master Duel is not a good tool for getting new players into the game. It would explain why Bushiroad is like, yeah, we're not going to give you guys Vanguard Master Duel if it's not going to get people to buy the actual TCG, which is unfortunate, but there's a lot more layers to that, right? The SpongeBob cards look stupid. I don't know why no one likes the SpongeBob cards. They're fucking memes. I think it's funny. I think it's fine, bro. Magic players are too fucking serious. I'm hoping that Vanguard or CurlyHairedVanguard does more reprints. Yes, 100%. Whenever people complain about Yu-Gi-Oh, it's the things that Vanguard does. Yeah, Master Duel massively helped from what I know. It did. I feel like it got people into the game, but it's again the new player problem. So the new player problem is not so much getting people into the game, it's keeping them there. So people will go into it. So same thing with Magic. Hey aggro, they'll see like the Final Fantasy collab or whatever and be like, oh wow, I like this. They'll pick it up, maybe play once or twice, and then go fuck off and do something else, right? Or they don't get reincorporated into like the Magic ecosystem, right? And they don't try out other cards and stuff like that, right? Which is kind of the issue I have with these like standalone collabs, right? Like the Shaman King collab that we had in Vanguard. That was a great collab, except we're never getting that supported, and they can never get supported, right? They can't get supported by a new booster set because Booster doesn't want to make that because, I don't know, it's too expensive for them or they don't see money in it. And also, you can't use any other cards, right? Because they're in their own nation. So they're just isolated on themselves, which sucks. Which is why something like the, I can't even say MyGo, something like Love and Berry is a much better way to do the collab, right? Something like how Shadowverse does their collabs, where they're just integrated into the actual cards, the actual, I don't know how to explain it without just saying the crafts, right? Like Love and Berry is in Keter Sanctuary, and it can use Keter Sanctuary cards, right? So even if they don't get support, same thing with Mushi King, they can still at least use Storkeo cards. Mushi King and Love and Berry can still at least use those cards. Same thing with like the Stride decks, right? And I feel like that's a better way to approach collabs. But if you just make collabs and they're kind of like on their own standalone thing, it doesn't actually, I feel like, work out. But sorry. Yes, we need more reprints. They need to do a better job at reprinting stuff. They need to just reprint stuff in mass. They need to start making Vanguard tins like Yu-Gi-Oh does at the end of every year, right? Because this happens every BCS season where everything gets super expensive, and it's because everyone's trying to go to BCS. They need to just do what Yu-Gi-Oh does, where like every fall or whatever, they print out these tins that just have a fucking buttload of stupid ass reprints and like 5 packs. They need to just do that. Easy peasy. Because God knows reprints, no matter how many times you reprint a card, it doesn't make an actual effect on the market that much. I mean, it affects it, but it definitely doesn't tank it, right? It does not tank the market. I.e. look at Yuika, right? So the typical Master Duel experience is people download it and they get combo for 40 minutes in ranks and then leave. I mean, that's some experiences, but yeah. Looking forward to your Magnolia deck profile, and how much are you going to sell Barrel for? Oh, because I'm a I'm a Magnolia main now, sure. Yu-Gi-Oh has the issue of a viable deck is $500. Yeah. Make like 18 new DSRs and it's yes, like they could do that so easily. Like I don't understand why they refuse to make money, especially in like outside of Japan. Vispo English and permanent dead limbo, yeah. That was the example I think I was trying to say, but I just blanked it out because they don't fucking exist in English. So that's why I went to Love and Berry. I remember someone saying Bushiroad would increase the amount of triple rares, but not changing how many triple rares are printed per set. Yes, they did. I can unfortunately attest to this because originally each nation used to get 3 triple rares. No. Was it 3 triple rares? I have to take a look. I think every nation used to get 3 triple rares, and I think we still do. I have to look back. So basically what I'm trying to get at is that I bought a case of set 3, right? Not Divine set 3. Set 3. Oh, that's what it was. It was 2. Everyone got 2. That's what it was. Okay. Yeah, so I bought a case of set 3 of Overdress, right? Way back when. And every nation only got 2 triple rares, and there was no lyrical in the main sets, right? So I ended up getting, like, let's say, what was in that set? So we had Gravidia. It was Gravidia and some throwaway that I was never able to sell. Some throwaway Orpheus support, the grade 2, right? So I got like 7 copies of both of those cards in my case, right? Maybe 6 Gravidia and like 7 of the other guy. Whereas like now, if you buy a case, it's instead of 2 triple rares, it's 3. And instead of getting 7 and 6, you get 5 copies. Right? Which doesn't seem like a lot. That makes a huge difference, right? It doesn't seem like a lot. Sometimes you only get 4 of the triple rare, right? And then like they changed it again when they included lyrical, unfortunately. Like as much as I think lyrical should remain in the main set, now you only get like 5 max of each triple rare or something like that. Before you would sometimes get like 6 or 7 of like a triple rare or something like that. Now you only get like 5 max, right? So yeah, unfortunately they just increased the amount of triple rares you can get, but never changed the pull rates or changed how many of them there are, right? Which makes it really difficult to actually pull these cards. Spinning. Sorry, I had someone calling. But yeah, they can totally make. They don't even have to make like newer cards. So I'm going back to Jasmine's comment. Of DSRs or FRs, they could literally just take cards that were in SP, make them in FR, or they can take cards that are in FR, make them in SP. Easy money glitch, easy peasy, right? But yeah, I wish Vanguard would create their own Vanguard Arcos contest, and the winner gets their card made into the game. Yeah, it's funny how Yu-Gi-Oh actually did that, but we just have a lot of weird cards. Excuse me. XY Lays? Xyles? Oh, sorry. And then people wonder why prices of cards keep rising. High demand and low supply, the classic combo. Yeah, exactly. Extremely high demand. That's what I'm saying. Like, even if they reprint cards, right? If they made tins or whatever, it's not really going to affect the market like massively. Like, it'll make things cheaper, but it's not to the point where it'll crash, right? That's what I'm trying to say. It's not going to crash, right? They can reprint Eureka as like a common, and she'll still be a $5 card in like a month, right? So it's not gonna hurt the market where like you reprint Eureka, like, you know, the TCG stock market crash just happens, right? So because there's just so much demand for all of these cards, there just isn't enough supply that they could just print more of them and things will be okay. But yeah, there's also part of the fact that if Vanguard was a more popular game, stores would buy more product and vendors would buy more product, and then there would be more product available, right? That's what Booster Road is hoping that's going to happen, but that's just not how it works. So issue when stuff like Leo needs 4 copies of some cards. Yeah. Set 6 Soul Fronts is such a revelation that even double rares can be quite hard to find. Yeah, double rares used to be like 10 in a case or something ridiculous. Now you only get like 5 or 6 of them. So uploaded me from a 6-month depression. What's a good budget deck? Alcalibra. I literally looked up the price of it today. Without the triggers, Alcalibra is $50, $40 actually, $40 without shipping from TCG Player. And it does not really use a lot of staples, so you can pay less than $100, I think, to build that deck, and it is a pretty good 1.5 tier 2 deck or something like that. Like, it's pretty solid. MAGNOLIA is a blessing. Yeah, we'll get into that in a little bit. Give us a Leo DSR and Distorted Bane Secret. I mean, yeah, they could do that. You can comment. People will probably want Yukas and triple rares. Yeah, more than likely. So I wish they would do kind of like what Pokemon does, where they reprint all of the staples in common, and then they just print high art rarities of those cards, right? But anyways, speaking of sorry, I wasn't supposed to tangent so long on that. But speaking of simultaneous worldwide releases, we finally got Festival Booster 2025 announced in English. It is coming out July 25th, 2025. A little later than I expected. I expected it to be like the 17th or something like that, but sure, we'll take it. Comes out one day after your birthday. Oh well, happy super early birthday. That's from Twitch. I was gonna say Twitter. Says we need something similar to the Triple Drive Booster, but revamped and reprinted at least twice a year, which also includes impactful or high value promos as box hoppers on top of the high demand cards. Yeah, if only. Ironically, I hate that Triple Drive Booster because it was short printed, so it was kind of pointless as a reprint to an extent. But in theory, yes, Triple Drive Booster was great. That's kind of what Festival Booster is supposed to be. It's just they keep putting all of these fucking dumbass cards that are only in that set. But last year, I'm pretty sure they reprinted all of the tournament promos from the year prior, and it looks like maybe they might be doing the same thing this year. These are not tournament promos, right? These were magazine promos, and these 3 were sneak peek promos in English. Magazine promos in Japan, all of these. Sneak peek promos in English. This motherfucker just was never released in English for whatever reason. But he's finally getting released in English, right? Sword of Sacred Fire on YouTube says that's funny. It comes out a day before mine. Nice. Nice. You both got a nice birthday present. Aster says Bushi is allergic to box hoppers. I hate that, like, the intern on Twitter has basically said, without saying, like, they know the issue, they're just not gonna not do anything about it, more or less. But Jasmine says, I'm hoping that the Dark States ORR, I forgot what that actually is, over triple rare, I think it is, right? Over triple rare is gonna synergize with Orange. I have no idea what that thing is gonna do, to be honest. I can't wait to see what that actually does. Boyang says Bushiroad scared of reprint sets that shop vendors might drop the game, but that's not how the English vendors work. I'm pretty sure that's not even how the Japanese vendors work at this point, because I'm pretty sure all of the other games in Japan do multiple reprints and they're doing fine. So, but yeah, surely affordable doll promo, sure. Hopefully, but we'll see. That V-Lord Fiasco is changing the point. Is the changing point of how Bushiroad handles reprint? Yeah, I'll have to. I vaguely remember hearing about that, but I'll have to take a look into that. And then the last thing before we go into Magnolia is they announced the dates for Summerfest. It's no longer Springfest because they pushed it back because of pushing back BCS, right? You can look at the dates, but the thing I wanted to look at is that you get a participation promo, and there's an NG card of Akina punching the plushie. So you can get this as an energy card. I know it's a bit of old news, but I just never got to talk about this before. And if you win, you get a single copy of it with the foil, and it has in text a monster. I think you just get one copy. I wish they would just give you a playset. Like if I win a whole ass BCS, or sorry, BSF, give me a playset of the energy card. Why am I getting one single copy? You expect me to go to 10 of these to get a playset? That seems unnecessary, especially when the only way to get this is this event. But yeah. Sorry, so we can talk about Magnolia now. Esther says the only urgent card you'll ever need, basically. Yeah. Is that the side event? Was that for the side event? I thought it was for just participating. Through maybe it is for that, which still maybe it is for that, which is even worse, right? If it's a side event, because like just give me the whole playset. Because the side events are arguably a little bit harder to attend if you're attending the main event, but I don't know. I'm just hoping that they put the common vanilla triggers into this set. If they do, this will be hell again. You mean hoping they don't? They will. I don't mind those. I just wish they would. Like, I don't mind it. I honestly don't mind it. Cause I wish they would do them like foil. That would be nice. But I don't mind it because the last 2 times they did good stuff with the triggers, in my opinion. Like they did new triggers in 2023. 2024, they did the quick start deck triggers, but without the effect text, which was good. Don't players prefer having 10 different energies? I don't. I personally don't. Participation, we get an FR ride line pack. I have to complain about those soon. Main event has an energy generator, right? It's an energy generator. Sorry, I mixed that up. Not that it makes a huge difference, but yeah, you get to get the energy card. I just wish you'd get the whole thing. The old team makes more sense, right? Because that's literally your one of. But all right, let's get into Magnolia. Psych. Let's talk about real quick. They revealed Zero's deck for his reprints, or his new deck product, I should say. So first things first, we have Dawn of the Endwing here, who has 3 effects. First, when this is placed on rear, if you have a Varela, you can EB3, choose an opponent's rear guard and bind it. Then if when your rear guard Ezreal attacks, it gets 5k power. And if you have Varela, this gets 10k shield. So this is a 15k intercept, or 15k shield, I should just say. 15k guard, and it's a 15k attacker. Technically 20k attacker. Or a booster if you can play the boost order, which I think is like the only way to play this. I'm thinking that's how this should be played, where you play this in the back row, give it the boost, it becomes like a mini Veldorock, right? Because it comes a 20k booster for your other column, with the grade 3 in the front row. So they become 33, 43, right? If you're going second, because it gives 5k, so it becomes 38 or 43, which is pretty decent. But you just need to maybe intercept in the back row somehow, right? We got a new ultimate skill here, which is the Blazing Star Cross. This, you can play this if you have Varela, Soul Blast 1, choose an Ezreal, it gets 10k. Then if your opponent is grade 3 or greater, this gets, if it stood by your Vanguard's ability, if your opponent either has 3 or more cards bound, or you Persona Row, this gets a critical. So if you're playing against Shoto Doji, get a critical. Pretty good. Sorry, going through these rather quickly so we can go into Magnolia. I just realized I've spent an hour talking about One Piece and other shit. Then we have the Flare Cosmore, who from your drop, if you your Ezreal is placed, you can see if you want to call this in the same column, and then your Vanguard's Counterblast becomes Counterblast 1. So you do Counterblast for this, but then it makes it so the Vanguard, the only other Counterblast that you use is reduced by 1, and then whenever Ezreal stands, it stands. So each of these deck products will also have a critical trigger and triple rare foiling of each of the characters, which I think looks super dope. It's probably just 1 per copy, and it's probably a gotcha to get it, but finally here is the full set list for his deck. Sorry, what did you guys say? You want to die for doll, Toya FR. I want so many of those cards from the FR pack. It's so frustrating. We do kind of need new triggers. I only have spent so many playsets of peppers. Yeah, like I'm not against getting new triggers. I'm sad that they didn't do that for set 7. I think they just did the vanilla triggers again, which is kind of whatever, personally. The crate triggers, I should say. One more different doll crit name would be great. Yeah, I would not be against that. Immediately replacing the Varilla promo we just got. The one that's also misprinted in English. So don't buy the English Stardust Blade and wait for this deck to come out in English. We have no idea when this is coming out in English, if it's even coming out in English. The English account for CurlyHairedVanguard did not post the translations for these cards, right? So these new cards that we got today, they did not post about it. Usually when they don't post about it, it means that they don't know when this shit is coming out, right? They did that with Vispo, they did that with Korokoro, right? They would just not post it because they don't know when it's coming out, if it's even coming out. So that's already a bad sign. It will probably eventually come out. We just don't know when. So I wouldn't say don't buy Stardust Blade, especially considering this is literally Stardust Blade and you can probably just pick up the singles of this stuff afterwards, right? But yeah, it's misprinted. Yeah, I think the crit is like a gotcha chance to get it, which kind of sucks. It is misprinted because it says Elderwer with an L instead of the like Z or whatever that the card's name is. So yeah, it has a typo essentially. I don't know, it's a misprint, yeah. Well, yeah, exactly. So it's not a death sentence, but and they did the opposite, right? Because they translated Monster Strike, but we never got Monster Strike. So it may be nothing, but I'm just saying they didn't translate it, which is a little concerning. They never translate the Thursday streams for whatever reason, right? They only do Tuesdays. So we don't know about a station, right? That one doesn't count because that was on Thursday, but this was on a Tuesday stream and they just refused to translate. They specifically translated the Magnolia stuff though. So yeah, take that what you will, but we do not have this product confirmed in English yet. This is the one that we went over on Thursday that we talked about with the dragons, right? That everyone was trying to blow up the blast token for whatever reason. Right? Yeah. So this is coming out at the end of the month in Japan. If we're ever getting this in English, who knows? So I still think of Varilla Trial Deck. Trial Deck, but better is a funny product. Yeah. Again, like I understand Japan didn't technically get it as a standalone product. They could have included different cards. But whatever. New deck products in Vanguard, I can't complain about that, right? If it's coming out, it's likely to be in August or next year or something. Yeah, it might not even come out at that point. It might even be like in a main set or something. I don't know. They might just make these cards in like a main set. I don't know because they might be really outdated at that point, but who knows. And we're already getting one deck product this year, right? Not that I'm saying we shouldn't get more, but we're already getting the Drag Jeweled and Leonine ones, so that's why I don't think we're getting these until like maybe October, November, the earliest. I don't know. Vegan F is actually not interesting. It just seems cool and I want to play it. Yeah, I've wanted to try it out too since we talked about it last Thursday. Also, new Zero cards via shop promos instead of dumbass reprints? Nah, I doubt it. But it'll probably be in some dumb product. But we'll see. Alright. one more thing before we talk about Magnolia finally. First we have ourselves the one the Artisaria card that they revealed. I didn't realize this was a triple rare, and I didn't realize it was the only card they revealed. But this is Angelic Ice Show Luminion. But this says on place, when you place it on rear, if you either have Altisaria as your Vanguard or you reveal it from the ride deck, you can EB2 call a Shadow Army token to rearguard circle, but that cannot attack. It's still a 15k booster and you can use it next turn. So really strong. Then it says when this is on Guardian Circle, if you have Antisiders only on turn 3, you can retire up to 2 Shadow Army tokens, and this gets 10k shield for every unit you retired for this cost. So this can go up to 25k shield for just retiring tokens. So, you know, not bad. Not bad. I think this card's pretty good. Angelic Echo? Oh, that's Echo. I don't know why I got so fixated in saying lice. Yes, Angelic Echo. Yeah, that makes so much more sense. Japan are getting the master deck sets also, though. Yes, exactly, they are. Which is even more confusing because they're getting it. They're getting the Zero and Shiki, I think it is the guy's names. They're getting those decks this month, and then next month they're getting the master deck sets. So it's very strange that they're getting so many deck products all of a sudden, but who knows. We only know that we're getting the master deck sets. I'm pretty sure we're not going to suddenly get it before then, right? We're not going to get it in May or something like that. So I'm pretty sure it's going to be after that product. Sky Riches is a godsend for new player products. Maybe. I wonder if we'll get a grade 4 identity. I don't think it'll be grade 4. They don't seem to like grade 4s a lot, but that's just kind of the wording that they use for every card nowadays. We'll start waiting for the new regalias for each of them. About that. Oh, we'll see about that. But completely forgot that was a thing. All right. No more debating. Here it is. Here's Magnolia. Let's go into Magnolia. Anti-Saturn needs some set order acceleration as triple rare helps defense though. I don't know if we'll get set order acceleration per se, but what in Saturn? Anyways, let's look at this man. Look at this cat. Holy cow, that's a big ass cat. Here's Elder, but faster, but better and faster. I don't know about that. All right, so this is Silverhorn Beast Emperor Magnolia Patriarch. Yes, El Gato. So this has 3 effects. First, when this is placed on Vanguard Circle, choose up to 1 card with Silverhorn Beast specifically in its card name, and drop all it to Vanguard Circle. So it is loosely Silverhorn Beast archetype block to an extent. Is Maggie a lion or a wolf? Neither. Magnolia is a wild dragon. Trick question. Trick answer. Then continues on Vanguard Circle. If your opponent's Vanguard is grade 3 or greater, all of your back row, or no, all of your rear guards can intercept from the back row, and they get 5k. Then this gets an extra drive for your Persona Road. So you only get 5k if you went second, or if someone skip rides, right? Finally, it says, act on Vanguard Circle, Anablast 1, choose up to the same number of rear guards as the grade of your opponent's Vanguard, so basically dolls. And this gets continues, or they get continues on rear, they can attack from the back row. So it's basically this, it literally is Elder, except it's locked to going second, but it's literally Elder. If you go second, this is Elder, because it has the extra drive. It gives 5k and intercept everything. Or sorry, the ability, they can intercept. Not, they don't get the ability to intercept. They can, if they can already intercept, they can do it from the back row. And the only real difference this does is that it gives you a significantly better grade 3 turn, whether you're going first or second, because you can get at minimum 5 attacks, right? Unless your opponent's somehow grade 1 or something. The first effect that guarantees mana splits spot in the deck. Yeah, but unfortunately you can only call one. So it's like, alright. It's okay. It's always about the sum of the parts than individual cards, so might read this and not think it's a big deal until you do until you see it do some insane shit. Now line only gets us 1 rare for CB1, so +1. Unless we get the promo that makes Maggie Patriarch grade +1. I don't know about a promo. They should have just made this grade +1 to begin with. But we should target the opponent's Vanguard so I can have shut off the entire deck with 1 card. Oh, it doesn't choose. Okay. I thought it actually chose your opponent's Vanguard, but no, it doesn't choose. Good. Shut up, Click. Writing this is 4 rear guards from drop without spending a single card from hand. How's this 4? It reads only call 1. In reality, you call 4 from drop. I mean, you call, unless you're talking about the new card, because you can call one of the new card. You can call, unless you play Maple, right? You can call one of the new card. You can call the Banana Split. You can then call the promo, the Apple, which then calls something else, right? Which is not that much different from what you can do now, to be honest. You can already do that now, right? With Elder, you ride Elder, you can get I guess not. You have to call it out from Soul. Oh, it's about the same thing, I guess. It's about the same thing, I guess. I don't know. But well, I have it in a CFA, so we can try and test it out. Yeah, I guess. I don't know. I don't think it's a bad card. I just don't know if this does enough. And I don't know if the payoff is better than... Like, I guess it's better than Elder. But I feel like Elder benefited a lot from being a grade 4. Just because Enlargolv is such a good card. And, you know, calling 2 from Banana Split is pretty good. So, I don't know. Yeah, you can call max 3, but then there's a card that calls itself out. So if you play Maple, you can technically get a full board. Or if you play the Crow, right? Maple or the Crow, you can get a full board every ride. Not that you really need that, and those aren't maybe the best rear guards to call, and it's not just pure rear guards that you need either. So, do you run the Cup as a Regalis here? If you run Cero, if Cero ends up being really important, probably. You don't need Forbidadol. The Fire Regalis isn't half bad, to be honest. That's always a good option. Twin Cast is probably whatever. So yeah, you can run the Cup here. Let's take a look at some of the support cards. So we have the Sylvanhorn Beast, the Ragika here. Here's the Moose. This is actually a common. Oh, this is gonna be like a double rare. So this just says on Rearguard or Guardian, if you have Magnolia, this gets Intercept. So this can actually intercept, and it gets 5k shield. And I also thought this was the card that goes into Soul, but it's not. Then it says when it attacks, if you have Magnolia, it gets 10k power. So he's a 28k, right? If he gets the 5k. So this is like, okay. This, you know, guaranteed hits over a trigger. I don't know if this will actually see play, but this is like fine. This is the one guy that doesn't make it a guy. He's good, but there's one problem. Your backbone is already occupied by other better rear guards. Yeah, that's the one good thing about the some of these cards that they don't specify back row, aside from I guess that guy, right? Yes, so specifically be in the back row. Then we have here the card we didn't see in the anime, which is I feel like one of the better cards. This is Sylvanhorn Beast Coma Dret. So this just says whenever your Magnolia is placed, as your Vanguard, whenever it's placed as your Vanguard, whenever you ride Magnolia essentially, if you don't already have this unit, you can call this unit from drop. So it's Maple, right? And then if your opponent's grade 3, this gets 5k. So this is a grade 2 maple in engine that gets 5k. That's pretty good. Hold on, my chat died. Like, it's good for you guys, but on my end it died. Okay, there we go. Okay. This is the secret MVP of the secret MVP of the news report. Yeah, it kind of is. Then it says, so presumably you can't do both of these effects, right? So what you'd have to do is you'd have to, assuming going, you know, your first turns, you would play this, discard one for ride. You would swing in early with this, call that off from deck or whatever. Then when you ride, you can put this into soul to reduce the counterblast, and then you can activate the one from your drop to then call this out. So you kind of have like almost infinite soul if you do that. If you can constantly loop those two between that and like the Godot, you constantly have like infinite soul that you can use, which is kind of nuts. But, an important detail of Magnolia deck building is, while it's easy to pick good back row attackers, you also need to consider the front rows. The Weasel solves this. Yeah, because you can put this in the front row, yeah. How much has the game changed since G? I haven't been up to date. Quite a lot. Quite a lot. Zero. Quite a lot. But some might say nothing has changed. Since G, we've had 2 reboots. We're currently in the 3rd one, and this version has strides in it. The 2nd reboot, which was V Series, did not have strides. They killed strides. This one still has strides because they reintroduced it into this new format, but it's not the main focus. Some decks can stride. Specifically, the decks from G have come back, like Chronojet, Messiah, Night Rose. They can stride in this format. But not every deck focuses on stride, nor can every deck stride. But, so, yeah. What would you need to soul besides the Persona Deer, Banana Lion? I don't know, but I can find, we can find cards that use soul. I can't think of anything specifically, but, I'm sure we can find something that uses soul, right? It's 3K, plenty of things use soul, right? We need original strides at some point. Yeah, I would not mind that, but I doubt we'll get them. Don't mind Egg. He doesn't like strides or fun or anything else. All right, and then the last card we have here is Sylvanhorn Beast Boldayar. So this is a grade 2 double rare. That says that when this unit attacks, if you have grade 2 or greater Magnolia, this gets 5k, and your opponent cannot intercept. This doesn't have to be in the back row, which is really good. This can be in the front row. So this can be something that you can swing in with, which is really nice. Then it says, at the end of your turn, if a unit attack from the back row, doesn't have to be this unit. If a unit attack from the back row, you can put this to soul, draw 1 card. So this is your inlet pulse. So you can get 3 soul in a turn, right? Because the Weasel can go into soul, this guy can go to soul, and then Godot can go into soul at the start of your turn, right? So you instantly get 3 soul, and if you play Godot and this, you can draw off of both of them. So yeah, you have infinite soul and kind of infinite card draw. Kind of nuts. Kind of nuts, right? Kind of freaking nuts. Excuse me. Okay, Paul, but she kills premium? Oof. You can main deck Elder, so you can spam Imlagarb. That's honestly what I'm considering, Click. No lie. Also, can we have creative slide crests that don't just give 5k face up? Yeah, I'm hoping they still do this with the energy generator, that they give us different types of crests you can actually choose, but we'll see. Strides are no fun here, apparently not. Unit lore also dropped today. Mag can speak human until I just didn't want to. What the fuck? It was hilarious that this is just straight up better inlet pulse. Yeah, basically. I can also kind of prefer the goat still. Goat self-retires, so it's easier to revive it next turn. Yeah. I love Sylvanhorn in Lip Balls, yeah, essentially. Good morning, it's Steve. Good evening. Literally, sun is down. It's dark outside, but yes, good morning. And they can finally die and live been dead, unfortunately. Patriarch can be a super grindy deck that makes the entire board from nothing, draws 4 cards in 1 turn, and 1 more combo that can attack 80k in the same game. So Magnolia Elder. That's what I've been kind of getting at. It just seems like literally Elder. If you take out the support, right, it's just literally Elder, except your Kin Persona Ride, which is like, I guess that is better than Elder, and you don't have to find Elder, but I guess I kind of wish they did a little bit more than just make Elder. But attack of 20k. I mean, how are you getting 80k with this? The same way you use Gnosla. What are you talking about? I think everyone should gamble with Gnosla. I mean, yeah, especially since the Weasel makes your counterblast free. So I don't know about Magnolia, but what if competitive players start playing both this new card and the Inlet Pulse? I would not be surprised. But I think they'll sadly or thankfully run out of space. Patriarch is Elder if Elder had good numbers, and that is all you need to be stupid bonkers. It's the same numbers. So. It's the same exact numbers. Tell me how this gets better numbers. Is it just literally just Serral and Persona Ride? Is that all we're talking about? Because I literally said it's just Elder but freaking Persona Ride. But competitive players know better? No, they don't. I can already see a competitive player's first Magnolia list. It's gonna be 4 Inland Pulse, 4 of the Dual Nation card, 4 of the Dual Nation card, 4 Energy Cyclers, 4 Soul Fronts probably. I think Maggie should steal the Alkali pin that removes offensive triggers. That'd be kind of nice, honestly. The numbers only really change when you Persona Ride with Serral. Yeah, exactly. Because you can already Gnosla Hedgehog in Elder. So that's what I'm saying. Like, the only thing that changes is you can Persona Ride. Because you can already Gnosla, you can already Hedgehog, you can already Gnosla into Hedgehog in Elder. The only difference is you have Serral, or more specific, that you can Persona Ride, right? It's not even that you have Serral, it's just that you can Persona Ride now. And push me in a locker, joke's on you, I don't fit in most of them. But sorry for prison players, Seraph still doesn't have a new form yet. Yeah, I think they'll be fine. I don't know why everyone keeps asking for a new prison grade 3. The grade 4 is great. And like the grade 3 still has a good effect. Like, and you have an amazing skip writer. I don't see the point. It just sounds like the rich asking for another private jet, to me personally, but unless it does something completely different, sure. But other than that, I feel like it's the same thing. The Magnolia Leonor in grade 1 making the Gnosla 35k base without triggers, also on Persona, right? Isn't it? Or is that not Persona? I think it's 20k, right? So. We'll make a custom drop zone locker just for you, bet. I have a lot of shit I want to put in there. While Magnolia previously avoided using human speech as much as possible, recently he has sometimes begun speaking himself. Part of the Patriarch lore, sure. Her and Kyrie are still very solid grade 4 decks, yeah. Which is why I don't see the point of a new grade 3 Kyrie either. Granted, her grade 3 is kind of ass. But she has a crazy skip rider, so by the Seraph Snow logic, she should be fine. New Grand Fria though, you mean a station? No, not a station. Yeah, a station. Yeah, a station. We should security rider without the on place this turn restriction. Shut up, quick. Shut the fuck up, quick. 25k. Is it 25k? Well, I mean, yeah. If you can count the boost from Magnolia. Mecca was a woman. I'm still gonna treat it as a woman. We're gonna have prison 8 cards from our opponent's hand in 1 turn. Never ever design a card click ever. I know she got a grade 4 and a right skipper. I don't know about a grade 4. I don't think they even have the space for that, to be honest. It was always a man. No, it's not. Magnolia will and always be I don't care what King says. But I think that's all I had. All right. Oh, here's the secret. Click go eat cardboard. Yes, exactly. I'm gonna add that as one of the things that appear at the bottom. Here's the secret that I'm going to have to murder something or sell something to get 4 copies of, so that my fiance can be like, oh, that's nice. And then next week we get Youth Brick. We get a new ride line and a new grade 3. I think also a new revolve form. Yes, wallet disintegrated instantly. But it's never happening yet. Probably not. 2 weeks time for the sky to fall. Nah, the sky can stay where it is. I can't wait for this card to come out. And like, this art looks cool and all. Like, I'll even say it looks cool. I can't wait for like the text to go like up to fucking here. So it's just fucking blah, 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 when you have fucking blah 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 blah, when it's Tuesday, blah 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 plus 15k blah 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 blah. Right. So I'm gonna have to be forced to buy an SR because I'm just not gonna see anything. So he's just gonna have this warm, comfy blanket. He's got this little pillow over here behind his head, and then he has his like little, that's his hand, right? And this little like teddy bear here that he has. Right. His leg got chewed off. Right. Just ready to go to sleep. He's got a little nightcap. Sorry. What are you guys saying? We're getting a new myth in sync next week, I guess. Probably not. I don't think so. Yeah, I don't think we're getting it anytime soon. Oh, the Akina one. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe we'll see it in damage again. There's be pudding on the table. There's no space for a table. Okay, cards from Pacifica. No. Wants a new U floor be more edgy stuff? Probably. I think we should I plan idle perform drive check? Nah. Same way we got Anti-Sadia's new card. Yeah, we might. Come on. We still have 2 lyrical triple rares, weirdly enough. Yeah, I forgot they only revealed 1. Well, actually, no, they're gonna probably reveal all of them this Thursday. Cause what is it? It's Flam Glam and is it Chris Rain support? Oh no, it's Veleno support. No, Veleno's a triple rare. I think the Flam Glam one is double rare, right? So never mind. I guess we won't know yet. Cause I think it's Veleno and Flam Glam that they're doing on Thursday, but never mind. All right. Yeah. I was singing Flam Glam. I remember seeing a triple rare, but it was for Veleno, I think. Yeah, it's the new bug girl that's supposed to be generic. Generic can make this dog shit. Sure. Can't wait to see it used in Magnolia. But all right, you guys ready for some scuffed Magnolia testing? Real quick. I don't know why I say real quick. It's gonna take forever. Real quick, right? Real quick. Come on. It better not be. We'll see. All right. So I have. Let me get this clear. This is a modded version of CFA, right? That's the best way I can describe it. It's CFA, but I've added cards to it, so I cannot play anyone before anyone asks. I can only do test hands, but I do have the new Magnolia cards in it, right? I used my design force to cram them into here right before the stream. So we're gonna see what we can do here. Okay, it was Curly playing me, sure thing. Sure thing, Aster. When you can boot up CFA and get it working, we can play. Let's do that first. Ironically, if someone did want to play, I can send them this version. We just have to play on the same exact version of CFA, right? But judge. I'm not even fighting anyone. Why are you calling a judge? I'm not even fighting anyone. There's no one here. There's no one on the other side of the table. Imagine. I'm at home proxying a card and you guys just come in and yell at me like I'm just doing hand test. But alright. So pretty obviously, right, we're using the Silverhorn ride line, right, for the new Magnolia. Play. God damn it. Thursday, all right, if you guys really want to play, we can play Thursday when it's in your version of CFA. This, right, and then we play 4 of this, right? I feel like we can at least agree with that. I feel like we can at least agree that far. Yeah, basically. I want 2 or 3 meteor habitat. I have an order target for lattice. Maybe, yeah, I can kind of agree with that. Let's do the triggers first, though. You're new to card sets. Do we usually have a cycle of triple rares? By cycle, do you mean cyclers? And by cyclers, you mean like cards with effects shared within nations? Then sometimes, yeah. I wouldn't say usually, but more than often, yeah. Or generic cards, yeah, they've been doing that a lot more often. I have no idea what that is. Sorry. Is that like a magic term? Vasargar? Oh no, that's an actual card fight card. Whew. I've never known the name of that guy. Yeah. They've been doing it a lot more often than not. But yeah. I'll just say yeah, honestly, yeah. Every time I think of a set, I was like, yeah, that has a triple rare cycler in it. So yes, they do. They do. They usually do. Sometimes double rare. But yeah. Thinking about cutting lattice and just playing 1 copy of the grade 2 grade 2 pieces to call out from soul. I mean, yeah, you kind of don't. You're right. I guess you don't really need lattice because you're not discarding Elder from deck or Emlock Grove, so I get that. There's 3 triple rares, so if I'm hoping that the triple rare in Dragon Empire is all nations. Yeah, it's not all nations. Sometimes they do all nations, sometimes they don't. So I think that specifically this time is one of the sets where they don't. Set 5 is one of the ones where they did, and set 6 they did one for every nation. This time they only did it for, no, that was set 7. What Werbell's set 8, right? So yeah, so they already did the triple rare for set 8 for Dragon Empire. And they're doing one for Sorkeo. They might do it for Dark States, who knows? But we'll see. I mean, the Valeno one is supposed to be the generic card, but yeah. What they said about this deck can revive in general, but I don't know, Mag. Oh, okay. I benefit way too much from the grade 3 searcher that you're mentioning. Would benefit from them? Huh? But yeah, I don't know. Soul Blast 1 is like, I feel like the fact that it's Soul Blast on Ride is actually kind of good. But I can't see the point in playing something else. I feel like this gives you way better value, but we'll see if that changes later on. Sorry, so triggers we'll do, I always just use the same triggers. Arts, because usually my fiance who's playing this, excuse me. You do have a lot of draw power, right? Yeah, I'll put in banana split. You have a lot of draw power. I don't know if you have a lot of pieces. I feel like you still want draw triggers though, especially so you can give it to GNOSLA, right? Yeah, like I feel like you still want draw triggers. 7 or 4 draws, probably. Probably. We have a Sylvan one, yeah, but he has a stupid ass name. His stupid ass name, so I don't play him. Darkseid's at least got it, so you can search Odie. He is cute. I don't know about all that. He's alright. Like, what the fuck is this? Is that Zaltalorg? Nah, bro. This bro an alien. That's a fucking alien deer, bro. That's from another planet. Not even Cray, like another planet. A different planet from Cray, right? We obviously don't need soul. I guess we can technically, fuck, I'm gonna have to buy this fucking card. Technically, you should play the fucking Sylvan-horned ones because this only gives 5k to Sylvan-horns, right? Oh, no. Okay, no, never mind. Get out of here, you fucking alien. No, you can only call Sylvan-horn. Okay, that's what it is. Okay, other than that, the name doesn't matter. Okay. Never mind. Get him out of there. Never mind. The revive option? Yeah. I don't know if that's worth it. Where's blank? Blank appears. About my son to have to beat you up. Wow, damn. Can't get you yeah. Oh, baby, good old. I can't wait to play these. I'm so mad they don't have a Sagittarius one, but the dog. Yeah, that makes sense. I wish they would make this damn thing in foil. The mask is better. I did not say that. I just don't see the payoff for this just yet. Yeah. I can wait for me to play them way longer. I actually thought these were coming out in March. I was like, oh my god, how am I gonna afford this shit? But it's not actually till May. Mask bad, I guess. Y'all keep talking shit. I'll put the mask in there. I'll put the mask in the deck. Keep talking shit. I'll put a mask in there. I'll put a mask on this guy. Oh. Yeah, I feel like you need... I don't feel like buying more copies of this SP, so we're gonna just do 3 of those. I feel like you need the draw power. I feel like this is still good. Even though GNOSLA with red OT is kind of fucking burr. Right, even though GNOSLA with red OT, if we're doing double GNOSLA, oh, that's kind of fucking crazy. Right, GNOSLA with red OT, 2 GNOSLAs with the fucking hedgehog and red OT. Oh, 4, what is that, 400 million attacks? No, that's 500 million attacks. Oh my god. This GNOSLA 100 million restand GNOSLA, so that's 200 million GNOSLA, so that's 3, 4, and then 5. Good god. That sounds good. That sounds much better than but yeah, sorry. You'll call me out on Twitter. Oh my gosh. The payoff is your rear guards don't suck anymore. Okay, but you can just play those same rear guards in the other deck. Like, I don't understand, man. Black Right has like 7 builds probably. You sent me a mask list? Yeah, I saw. Sorry, I haven't had time. I've had the busiest day. You think? Yeah, regretfully. Stack GNOSLA. The GNOSLA so you can make an offensive ulti, you still win. Yeah, I don't know. I think I talked myself into it. And if it turns out bad, I'm gonna blame it on chat. I kind of want to play Red LT. That seems like gas, but all right, we won't. Do you guys want to play normal basic Vanguard like babies? And only play green over trigger because boo. I forgot you can use this as your PG. Oh, that was kind of hard. I hope it's in like foil, not to common. Damn. I wish this wasn't foil. I think she's running this one. Let's go over here. We can play on Montaria, which I guess is cool. And I guess we play Cup. I feel like Fire Galaxy is pretty good, but I guess we play Cup. Persona riding is all we do in this. If the only thing that matters is Persona riding, then we'll do that. Cyril. Oh God, I need Cyril so much. On set 7 Odium, I have not tested anything for set 7, unfortunately. Add in 2 Winzapu. I'm gonna need y'all to like get better at that building. Cyril, Winzapu. What is this? Oh my God. Man, it's about the, yeah, that's the only one I can agree with wholeheartedly, very easily. No questions asked. I just got a copy of this in FR in the mail. If I think Winzapu is bad, come on, guys. A grade 3 that just gets 10k. I'd rather play the fucking Moose. The Moose is the same thing. I don't know, man. Look at the open, yeah. Oh, Pooh Man, I should too. I don't know, man. Fucking put Alvin. Hey, yo, way. Oh, see, now you're speaking my language. Can't intercept. 2 more from hand, right? All right. I'll build the basic bitch. Build first. Throw in fucking Alvin. Not Alvin. Boring ass, useless ass, 3 braided beard ass Cyril. So I can Soul Blast 1, whiff, and shuffle. Oh, but just don't use the Soul Blast effect. Just have a card that has an effect that doesn't fucking work. And then this card's good. I like this card. Where's the new grade 1? I don't know how I feel about this, but a free in-engine energy cycler sounds pretty good. I think maybe you only need 2 Cyril. I'm already running out of space. God damn. And then Blank wants me to play Winslow the Pooh, bro. I got 14 slots left. And y'all want me to waste it on 2 of this? Where's this dumb at? This thing? This thing. Come on. I can't believe y'all making me play 2 of this fucking thing. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Cyril's really good because you can run Mask or Elf and have surge targets. That's the only way I would run Mask. I want to run like Mask and like 4 of this main deck, so I actually have a reason to go into this. But yeah, we want the new. We want this. I don't know how many copies of like this. So I feel like you want this. You want this. Hell, this isn't even that bad, but we're not gonna play that. Heck is writing some paragraph. Actually, this isn't very good because blah 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 blah. So instead, I want to somehow play this. Oh God, the gay cycler. Fuck. Fuck. Oh, it has to be played from hand, right? Where the hell? Where the heck is it? No, you're not gay. Here it is. Yeah, it has to be played from. Oh, no. other than by units ability. Okay, so I have to play with like an order if I wanted to like superior call it. Okay, so that's fine. Do not run the gauge like, I don't know, I got a lot of soul. I got a lot of soul for days. And that's crazy discard fodder. Whew. I would pick between the goat or Voldeer, not both. I'm gonna run both. What you mean? Throw in Friendship Fairy? For less than a second already. Not even as a joke. Not even as a joke, I would throw in that horrible card. Oh, I forgot. Well, let's something deck buildery. It's not a fucking word. What's some good deck building music? I don't know what doesn't get me dinged anymore. So I just end up just playing the same songs. Because every time I try something new, it's just like, I am random company from somewhere. I own this. 5 seconds. No. Those 2 cents you made on this stream, give. Can I play Blood Destiny? That's only 10. This one's only 10 minutes. Alright. Let's just go to Tokyo. Where's Tokyo? We'll just do Tokyo. Good old Tokyo. Back in the day. We'll just do Tokyo. We'll play Patriarch Elder Hybrid with Friendship Fairy just for blank. I would. Oh. Ganosola, yeah. Oh my god, I gotta fit in Ganosola somehow. I hate that there's no scroll on this because there's so many goddamn grade 2s in this nation right now. Friendship Fairy in my bag at all times just in case. Oh, boo. Can't believe that card was like $10 at some point when they released the new Magnolia Ride line. They has me questioning it. Yeah, good old Tit Bear. I still remember this card when it came out. I kept describing it because she liked Magnolia, right? My Jasmine, my fiance, and I didn't know what the hell to call it. Because like 1, I was brand new to Vanguard, and 2, who the hell knows how to say this first try, right? And if you do, you're a liar, right? If you know how to say this first try, you're just lying, right? So like I didn't know how to describe it. I was just like, it's just the bear, and he's just like this. That was the only way that I could describe it. He's just like this. And then like the next pack, sure enough, she pulls it, and it's the bear fucking doing this shit. So I just noticed but Barrel do be best deck. Sure, yes indeed it is. Gabrig is worth considering. Yeah, if I can find her. Why so many 1-0s? Because I don't know how many copies I want of everything. Because we're only gonna commit to this cycling life. No, I could not. Or she's so let's make go. It's a Care Bear, yeah, basically. Drop the Leonorn part-timer to 3 and maybe cut the goat and bump stuff up to 3. I don't know. Like, Adult's great. The fact that I can't call him out from Soul anymore kind of pisses me off. It's kind of, yeah, I'm about to just build Highlander Magnolia if y'all keep this up. Oh, make this look like a fucking night. Oh, fuck, you're right. I don't have the fucking apple. Shit. What am I supposed to fit all these cards in one deck? Oh, man. We're running a lot of stuff at 3. Yeah, that's what I'm half joking about playing this Highlander, but alright, so let's say we run 2 of this. This has to be in, what has to be in the back row? This and this, and technically this has to be in the back row, right? So that's all my back row. I don't need anything else in the back row unless this dumb bastard. No, he can be in the front row. Okay. So far, so good. I have 5 slots left. No, I have 7 slots left. 2 of this. No orders? Oh god. Oh god. Okay. Whew, I made 6 different decks, and now I'm gonna make Highlander too. Oh god. Decks in size increases 75, 25 triggers, please god, no. You don't need orders. Maybe, but it would be good to run Mythiarch in the early game. And deck thinning is deck winning. Oh. Feel like we need 4 of this, because that's the only thing that'll call stuff from drop other than this guy. I feel like you should run like 3 of this. The Ride Line Grade 2 is so bad? How is this bad, bro? The Soul Blast is free because a bunch of cards go into Soul. You can discard your Magnolias early game, add them back to hand, or you can use Mythiarch early game, add it back to hand. How's that bad? What do you expect the Grade 2 ride to do, bro? But sorry, Lattice, but Bear does the job too, I guess. Hear me out. Teal Leaf? Who's Teal Leaf? You're just gonna select the power per trigger on board, works versus Empty Sadia. Want 2 whistles and drop. Yeah, so that's why I'm saying 3 of this. I feel like you wanna run a bunch of copies of this somehow. Clashes with the cycle, forces you to play the order. How does it clash with the cycler? Unless you mean the gay cycler. But even then, you have enough soul for it. Oh, this is both, but you just use energy. Like, who cares? You don't have to play orders. Just discard this dumb piece of garbage or discard your Persona ride. Especially because this can discard. You can just mill all your cards with this. One of them being this, and then just pick it up from drop. You Gucci. It's all good. See your face when you see the card? Oh boy. What is this? Tailluff. It must be bad because I don't know what the fuck it is. Okay, well, it's not grade 2. Oh my fuck. Oh my god. Your BBL? Don't get a BBL. You don't need one of those. Alright. Blank, you have 5 seconds to explain yourself. Whether or not this is serious or not. Unbelievable. I didn't even have to read the card. Like, I already know what the fuck that shit did. God. Yeah. Shut the hell up. I think they're gonna shut the hell up blank thing too. God damn it. Alright, like, this is Inlet Pulse, so we play 4 of it, right? Yeah. Oh god, playing only 1 Gadot seems so bad, bro. Gadot? It's funny? No. No fun allowed. I'm trying to win. Oh, I could play 2 because I have the gay cycler. Don't I? Or did I not include that? Oh, I didn't include the gay. I thought this was the gay cycler. Because I saw like the rainbow colors for a second. But I don't know. I feel like you can make the gay. I feel like you can go a lot of different ways. One of them could be with the gay cycler because you have so much soul and that gives you shield. You can play like the gay cycler and like Mythiarch. Yeah, Mythiarch Habitat. They have like a lot of early pressure. You have some grade 1s that you can play. Like, oh, God, no wonder Blank has been working on decks all day. I see the vision. You can go like 100 different ways. All right, let's do a test hand. Let's see how this works out. Again, this is modded CFA. I cannot play against anyone. Let me just make that clear, right? Oh, look at that. I can discard either of these for ride and just get it back. Let's put that on the bottom, obviously, right? Let's put that on the bottom, right? Forgot the last adjustment. What was the last adjustment? So magnet return tops. I'm sure it'll top, but I don't know. I think it's definitely better. I don't know if it's gonna be like insane. Leave all the 2 goats. Maybe. You don't need cyclers because you have the new card that makes your ability free goat with 5k. I just mean cycler to fucking get the ticket. That's it, to have early shield value. That's the only cycler I'm talking about, the gay cycler, that's it. You can discard it and get the shield value. You can't call it from drop, which sucks. You'd have to play a build that plays like spiritual body condensation or something like that to call it from drop, so you can reuse it, because you have so much soul. You can constantly, I feel like you can constantly farm tickets if you wanted to with this deck, because you have so many ways to generate soul, and you have it's stochastic, so you can call it from drop or from deck in so many different ways. So no shield, sure. We'll put this back. Great, awesome. Some things never change. Good to know. Couldn't say. This is the Bob Sagarov set 8. I don't know about all that, bro. I don't know about all that. That's a bit insane. That might be a little bit of bias there. Hey, Kua, let's draw one here. I keep thinking this is go. So I keep thinking I can discard this, get this from drop, but this is not how this works. I have to remember that this is not actually Elder. I cannot call Goat from Soul. This can call this, but I can also use this on turn 2 to pressure. Dub. I could also just discard this, get it back, right? Oh, Frank close my eyes. I'll just discard him so you can revive him. Yeah. Technically I have to discard any of these things. The most useless card in my hand are these two, right? Because this does nothing. This I can do something with. This I can bring something out. Or sorry, this I can bring out Hurley and just have it on board if I wanted to like intercept or attack with. So I can literally discard this, bring this out next turn. And then bring this back if I intercept and I get a counterblast or something. So, She discards and everything's gonna come back. You say that, but like literally the only thing that brings stuff back is this and this when I ride it. So like, you say that, but I have some doubts on how easily I can bring stuff back. I don't know. Let's get rid of this because I can get that back, right? All right, let's say I go first this time, right? Fast turn. Let's say I want the counterblast. Love it. Love it. So now I can discard this, ride into this, skill reveal top 3. Wow. Oh my fucking god. Holy hell. It is top 3, right? I forgot that Tomato was in the deck. Oh my gosh. Yeah, top 3. Choose one and call it for the rest to drop. Whew, yeah. Good lord. I can use this, right? Not that I'm going to, but I could if I wanted to. I guess I could save my counterblast and have this in drop anyways. Other than the battle phase, if I have a Vanguard or Silverhorn Beast, which I do, EV3, choose a Silverhorn Beast, so I can call this back. I can call this out too, but it's not gonna matter because I'm not gonna be unless I Soul Blast out Sheris, and I can get a greater one, but he's not gonna do anything. So I can call this out, but that's pointless, right? So I can just call this and then call this, and then next turn I can call this. So I have nothing else to use energy for. And I can save the counterblast, and I can rush this turn. So yeah, that might be the right call. Let's say I do that. Discard these. This EV3. I can call this, depending on the matchup, right? Yeah, exactly. And I can rush. Still have counterblast, even if they if they try to counter deny me next turn. Does this work? I don't have to be on grade 3 for the defense either, so that's really good. And then yeah, we just swing, check, boom, swing, pass turn, fisticuffs. Yeah, exactly. I feel like that's what I'm saying. Mid the habitat and like the cyclers would be good because it gives you the shield, but you can also just throw that stuff out early and just fucking go buck wild. I'm trying to think of, I don't know what's in set 7 and how the attack pattern would work. But I don't think that too many of them do a lot in the early game. So I'm assuming I can probably just stay on low damage, or I can just go to 2. Either way, I'm kind of Gucci, right? Where does this need the counterblast for? Oh, to attack from the back row. Right, and I don't have the other thing. So, yeah, I'm like... I can call one. I can literally just call this. Oh, this is kind of... It's kind of nasty, actually. Hold up. So I can just call this. I can, what, discard Sarah for Ride. Call it behind Vanguard, maybe. Or, like, I can guard with this, call it out. So I can... Wait, no, this has to be a Silverhorn Beast. Never mind, no. I can't call this. Okay, never mind. Whew. So I have to call this. Yeah. I would have to call this. Which means I'd have to, like, take a damage. Because I need one counterblast for this, and I have not seen the Weasel. The drop, assume they intercepted. Probably, possibly, maybe, I don't know. But I feel like I'd want to just take it here. So that way I have the luxury of having counterblasts. And like I could Gnosla if I wanted to instead of calling this, right? Like I can do a lot next turn. Call banana, call apple, revive bear. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Except I can only get 2 attacks from the back row. So I might not call the lion, I might save the lion. I might just discard. I don't know. I don't know what's the best line here. If I have 2 counterblasts, I can counterblast one for this and for this. So I can discard this next turn, call this out, add this to hand, call this here, and maybe I'll draw into something else. If I save him, you have 2 apple, tourniquet shield, and you intercept for 2 bananas. Well, no, I just mean because I want to. If I want to Gnosla, I need 2 counterblasts, right? Because I need counterblast for this, and I need counterblast for this. So that's what I'm saying. Save it, unless I just call it and don't use the effect or something like that, which I guess is fine. Like I can also just call it again, right? But yeah. By the way, here's another use for Sarah. When you go first, one of your back row can't attack, so Sarah boosts that column. Sure. Let's make up reasons to play Sarah. Let's make up reasons. Alright, whatever. We'll go to 2. Hey! Stupid ass day. Draw. Alright, fine. Let's play a blank sway, right? Let's say I fucking add this fucking bear to my hand, right? Now what? What can I call from drop? I guess I can... No. Does this work? When does this work? If it was placed this turn, so he just gets a 10k. Yeah, so I can discard either one. It doesn't really make a difference. Discard bear. They're both bears. Oh, or is this a goat? I don't know. I can discard either or. It doesn't make a difference because I call whatever I discard back, right? So it literally doesn't matter. Because this doesn't have to be played from hand. So call this skill, Soul Blast. Add this to hand. Skill, call Sylvan Skill, not skill, but just call this. Anything? Get some Rex? Oh, sure thing. Get some rest, buddy. Bye, Bay. We're on the other column. What other column? Here? Yeah. Yeah, that's where I put him at. Stop yelling at me. Heck. That's exactly where I put it. Why are you yelling at me? You mean this bear? Oh, okay. Does that make a difference? Because yeah, this can be in the front row. I don't really have any back row things right now. I need Sarah boosting apple. I don't need that. I do whatever I want. Yeah. I want to keep this open. In case I get goat. But I guess, yeah, I guess I don't play goat anymore. That's true. Yeah, I don't need the boost specifically. Yeah, this gets plus 10. No point in using this literally because I have 1 in damage, 1 in hand, right? The chance of me getting the last one are very low, and this of course is gonna win. Back row needs to have. I don't need to have this in the back row. Why do I need to have this in the back row? This isn't. I specifically said this doesn't have to be in the back row. It gets its effect from anywhere, so, and it's gonna go to soul anyways. So this has to be in the back row. The only thing is that have to be in the back row is this. What does it say? And it says if your unit attack from the back row. Yeah, this is gonna attack from the back row. It just says if your unit attack from the back row. It doesn't say if this unit attack from the back row. So these guys, because I'm gonna use this, my Vanguard, my opponent's on grade 2. I'm gonna CB1. These two can attack from the back row. yeah, it's totally fine. So yeah, so now they're not on grade 3, so nothing gets 5k. I don't get the drive. I can CB1. Then these two, they don't get 5k. Sorry, they just get they can attack from the back row. All right, boom, boom. Sarah, yeah, maybe. That might be the play. Yeah, I probably have to take out Goat if I'm going to be playing stuff here in the center column. I could just Soul Blast just to fucking search it. I don't need Soul for anything else right now, and I'm going to get Soul from this. But I'm pretty sure I'm going to whiff. Hey, gentlemen. Yeah, I feel like that's the best line there. And then, I'm going to battle. Save Sarah for the Persona ride turn, so you can Soul Blast out the inlet. Yeah, that's not hard. I mean, I do have this, but that's not a bad idea. I mean, I guess I can constantly call this and this, right? Like I can play this, Soul Blast this, call this, right? So I think, yeah, I think it's fine. So I guess this will be my big attack. So I can poke. I'm not playing fronts, so I can like poke. This is at the end of the turn, so it says fine. So he gets 5k. Or do they have to be in grade 3? I have a grade 3 or grade. Okay, so I can swing in with this. Can't intercept. Then we swing in here. First check. Powered. Oops. Draw. Second check. There he is. Then I can swing in here, CB1 plus 20 to the bear, and then 43. And then end of turn, this goes to soul, something attack, then I can draw PG. Fucking stonks. Actual, literal stonks. Shoot someone. Which yeah. Now they don't exist. Oh, okay. Fuck you. There we go. Deleted from existence. Never show up again. Die. Yeah. How's that for the first grade 3 turn, Magnolia? Pretty alright. Doesn't seem that much different, but seems pretty good. The big difference is the multi attacks, right? Left playing Elder as my main grade 3, but essentially, yeah. Yeah. Remember some real insane shit. Is this a good or bad hand? This is an okay hand. I have good pieces. I don't have the best shield value, but I do have 2 PGs and a crit. I'm only at 2 damage, so I can definitely survive. Counterblast might be an issue. I didn't see this earlier, and I can't use this. I guess I could use it, but I have to call it. Oh no, it can go from drop into soul to reduce the counterblast. So yeah, there is that. Because I thought I had to call it then put into soul, but no, he can from drop go into soul to reduce the counterblast cost. Yeah. Yeah, maybe Alpine's not even worth it. 50 damage, have Hedgehog and Weasel and drop. Why? I have them both in drop. I know this because I can call it, but why have this in drop? This is rough. I have no place to play this now. I guess I can move this up. Maybe put this here. But yeah, the other thing I was hoping maybe is to like play some sort of blitz order, so Soul Blast on my opponent's turn. Yeah, because I have that thing in Soul. I have this in Soul and I have no way to get access to it. Because it's not Elder. So I'd have to like call this from drop. Then Soul Blast it out and call it, but Alvin's a bad card. I've been saying he's bad. Calling him racist for a while now. But yeah, I don't assume I use a tomato to guard. Sure. That makes sense to me. I probably take at least one here. This is their first grade 3 turn, so they probably clap back a little bit. Maybe I go to 4 here. Maybe guard with that too. I don't know how much more I'd have to guard with. To be honest, might have to PG here. Decent beast stick, and it's used for nothing else. Yeah. There's also a grade 2 that can actually intercept. Has like this dumbass bear cat, but yeah. Guard with the hedgehog? Sure. I don't understand why I'm discarding that and how I'm supposed to get that back, but sure. Sure. Because I go into my turn, I draw. Man, I should have used Sarah. What the fuck? Oh, I ride, right? I draw. I drive +1, everyone gets 5k. And I call something from drop, and then yeah, I can't revive the fucking thing. Why the what? But whatever. Sure, blank. Sure, Ek. This goes to Soul, I guess. Does it get power? No, it just says thing is reduced. All this from its effect, and this effect, and on place. CB1. So blasting out, I guess this. I can use that next turn. Pulling this out. Swapping these two. I think I can do the back row. Oh, I can. Okay, back row gets 5k. Everyone gets 10k. 5k, I should say. This gets 10k. This gets 5k. This gets plus drive. Then everything. Oh, well, I CB1, and then these 3 can attack from the back row. And then I go to battle. I don't play fronts. I can give power here. I can swing. I can poke here. No, I can poke here. I can poke here. I can swing here. 1. So good. 2, 3. And then this can swing in. CB1. Oopsie. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 over here. 35. This can swing in. This has an attack first, right? Yeah. This swings in for 58. Then, oops. EB3. Restand. And now we swing in for 80 something. 96. Good God. And I have how many cards in hand? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 cards in hand. Yeah, but you can already do this. Like this into this is nothing new, and you can technically play this. The only difference is Persona Ride, which is what I specifically said is the only difference, is that you can Persona Ride. So my literal build right now in Elder is literally this. Mine is like the Baron Cero. So it's like the same thing. Oh. And like I did check a trigger, so that's why this is so big. But yeah. Big issue with the deck, it still needs to be able to survive the Odium Divine Skill, I think. It's 50% of the games versus it might not reach the Persona Ride. Yeah, like I feel like I can rush and I have 2 PGs. I feel like I can survive Divine Skill turn, I feel like I can push him more. As much slowing requires too many pieces eating up space, sure. William can also rush now. Yeah, but I can rush more. Oh, but yeah. Would have been 86k. Yeah, but like, again, it's like about the same thing. Because if this was Elder, instead of 86, it would have been, what, 66? Right? Because they both would have lost 20. It would have been 20k less, but like, yeah. William can get 3 columns of over 20k on turn 2. I mean, I had that. I had the crit, and I had the intercept. I had this as 10k shield, not this. This as 10k shield. So yeah, I could have guarded that. Oh, there were better rear guards. You know, you're playing the rear guards, but okay. All right, let's see here. Yeah. Cyril behind Vanguard seems too good to do, so unfortunately Godot has to go. I don't really see the point unless I just don't see Cyril. Like, I don't know. Like, I guess I could. I saw everything I needed, so I guess I could just play it for the sake of playing it. I didn't see any of this, but like, I guess I could still play it, but I have nowhere else to put Cyril except behind Vanguard. Alright, like, cause this has to be somewhere, this has to be somewhere in the back row. So unless I put one of them in the back row, but that's kind of pointless, right? It's pointless to put this behind the back row, the Vanguard. This I guess I can put behind the Vanguard, but this makes the most sense. So that makes me think I don't need to run this. But I saw everything okay. I don't know if I need anything else. Oh, and Dex Suzanne's mom uses? Would love to see Shell play Dead Parents cards with her. I don't know if they actually even play Vanguard, to be honest. They might just not. So, we'll see. Fuck. Why are you playing this? It has not been 30 minutes. Play Tokyo. What kind of ripoff is that? It's not been 30 minutes. Maybe it's been 30 minutes. Maybe it has been 30 minutes. She wins so much. She's mom uses barrel. Wow, okay. Sick bird, thanks. Goat is good for card draw and power, but it isn't needed as it was in Elder Seats. You can't loop it. Yeah, well, that's why I'm thinking just cutting it, unfortunately. I just don't know what else to play an extra copy of. I guess I can fucking play another copy of the bear to make this more consistent. But I really don't want to do that, to be honest. I guess I could throw in a Mythia Habitat if I wanted to. I could like take out one of these to play Mythia Habitat if I wanted to. Or that into deck thin. Maybe. MPix. I don't know if I can MPix, to be honest. I don't know if that's possible. Bird Gnosula? That seems excessive. Yeah, because the loop seems to be like... If it's like a... What is this? Get out of my face. You don't want to add random shit to the deck. The loop seems to be... Right, the good loop seems to be... Ride this. Call this. This calls this. This calls this. This goes to soul to make this free. That seems like a good loop to just do every single turn, rinse and repeat, and then like have this on board, like have these two in these other spots. Yeah, that's not enough rear guards. That's not enough rear guard circles. So it'd have to just literally be this, call this, call this. Right. These two in the front row. These two in the back row. This behind Vanguard. Yeah, making it a sub clan. And then, like, you know, if this comes up, this comes up. If this comes up, this comes up. Seems to be like the core thing you do. Yes, I don't see space for MFix, unfortunately. If you're not playing one of these two, right? If you drop one of these, then you can play MFix. But right now, there's just no space for MFix. I don't know why my S's are so sharp all of a sudden, but back row cells, yeah, fully. Should have made, yeah. I said this a long time ago. They should have just made it so that this says like the front row becomes your back row or something like that. So like it doesn't matter, but that would have been whack. Yeah, I don't know. This might just be the list with some wiggle room. Like I could definitely see cutting like this, so you don't need as many pieces on board, right? Or cutting this maybe, like, because these two essentially do the same thing, right? And arguably this works better with this because it gets a bigger power gain than it does with this. So you can technically cut Gnosla, only have to worry about one of these, so you have less pieces to go around and maybe more space for other stuff. Hey, Mr. Pokemon 17, thank you for subscribing on be on Twitch, right? I think the notification is only for Switch. Thank you so much. Much appreciated. Gap break just to last more. Oh man. Maybe what can you say about? I am a newbie. What can you say about the Gorilla deck? The new one, because we just got new cards revealed for it, but in Japan's that we don't know if we're getting in English. I mean, I did a video on Gorilla a while back. It's a good deck. I think it's a solid deck. It's not like tier 0, tier 1 or anything like that, but I think it's a pretty good, fun deck. You can build it pretty easily. But unfortunately, some of the pieces may be a little bit expensive right now. If you're talking about the specific, like the deck product, I think it's a good deck product to get. It's the best deck product that you have for that we have for Vanguard that you can buy. You want Hedgehog? You want Hedgehog because even with a CB reduction, you can run out of CB if you spam Gnoslas. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like you can get away with just the Hedgehog over Gnosla because they essentially do the same thing. To an extent. But yeah. You wanted to make it a little bit more simpler, make room for more stuff. Macro Excel circles, yeah. Third tomato problem solved? Third tomato? What do you need a third tomato for? The Leonore? Yeah, so the Master Deck set, yeah. Which we're getting in June. We're getting 2 new deck products for Deck Jeweled and Leonore. You can build those, but no, Rilla, I feel like Rilla's good. It's getting supported. Somehow we don't know how we're getting it in English, but it's gonna get supported. Core looks good. And Hedgehog into Hedgehog though, yeah, that's the only thing. That's the only thing about Gnosla, that you can't bounce the power as much as you can with the Hedgehog. They work great together. It's just a lot of cards to specifically have on board. Granted, they don't have to work together, so that's the one good thing. Like I could just have Hedgehog, and I could just have Gnosla if I wanted to. But I do kind of have to make space on board for if they come up, which is kind of what I don't like. But I'm just trying to see if there's a way to cut it out. But it's probably fun. Yeah, because having a CB every single turn is kind of yikes. So otherwise you don't use energy other than like this, and this doesn't come up like all the time, right? Can make it come up all the time. But on the every card on board, you can actually pivot between farm card advantage with Voyager or go hammer Gnosla combos. Yeah, you just have to actually set it up though. It's just a lot of cards to have on board at the set time is what I'm saying. But yeah, you do have the flexibility of doing it however you want. But yeah. Are you too filled or too empty? There's no in between? Yeah. But I'm trying to do too much. So that's why I was thinking of just like consolidating it a little bit. But because I feel like there's times where I'm just gonna have like these 3 in hand and like none of this stuff, and it's just gonna be like, oh well shit, right? So I don't know. But yeah, I don't know. I have to see actually like playing it into decks and see how decks play in set 7. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about another apple. It seems excessive. I don't feel like I need any more of these other cards, right? Like I feel like these are overkill. Getting any more copies of these because you can only have them in the back row. I mean, I guess not this specifically, but third wins in the red rather. As much as again that would make Lattice a little bit better, I would rather jump off something. I feel like this is good backup discard fodder. And you can mill easily. This to 3. I wouldn't know what to put to 3. What else to put to 3? Yeah, because like I don't feel like I want more of the. I don't know. Like ideally with 4 draws, a card that draws me a card, and a discard cycler that draws, I should be able to see this, and this that mills, and this that brings stuff back. I should be able to get access to these, right? But I don't know. 4th wins in the pool. You guys are crazy. Y'all crazy. Y'all crazy. What if I don't ride? What if I don't ride, bro? This fella just sits here and he doesn't get power. What if I don't ride? So at least the moose says he just gets 10k for just existing. What if I don't ride? This fella just sits there and just like, oh, what do I do now, boss? Like he doesn't do anything. And 2 habitats, yeah, that's probably what I'd do. Probably play no. I'd probably play none of the bear. Maybe play like 3 habitat or something. I don't know. But at least this you can call. Like worst case scenario, if you have to call this from habitat, you can like boost it, overcall it or whatever. And it has an effect in drop. So getting out of the deck is not that bad with this. Other shit from drop over him. Well, yeah, if I have the cards. That's the thing. Like, this is still like, so this might not even be worth it. I don't know. Yeah, because if I don't ride, it's literally Elder. Like, if I don't ride Elder, I don't get to chain call stuff. So, like, I just pass turn, don't Persona ride, don't ride. I have the most garbage vanilla turn, I feel like, unless I get lucky. But that's probably not worth it. Come out. Right, let me do one more test hand, and then maybe Thursday we can play around with it. Like actually play against people when it's actually in CFA. Imagine before that there was no room to run stuff you want. Now you're debating on not knowing how to fill it. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. That was kind of to an extent always the case. Oof. I was gonna say we'll go second this time, but poof. I kind of want to keep this hand. Because having these 2 is kind of bad, right? Having the 2 grade 3s, but I can literally pitch, draw, pitch, get back. So like I can maybe just keep this, honestly. Draw, pitch. Let's say we went second. Get crest. Draw for going second. This says reveal, right? So here you go. Draw. Never mind. Mulligan 1 Persona though? Yeah, you could do that. Swing. Heal trigger, sure. Pass, take okay. Okay, game. They pass, I draw. Pitch. Ride. Let's I feel like I should reveal first. 3. I would have drawn into this.
Soul Blast 1, EB3 for the grade 1. The other grade 1. Yeah, I could have done that. That is something to keep in mind, just in case the tomato comes up. Apple. I'm calling it a tomato. I don't really want to put a PG in drop. Putting 2 of these cards in drop sounds good. Calling the PG sounds stupid. You don't want to see 3 cyclers. You want to discard a grade 3 for one of your rides. Yeah, I could do that. That's why I kept the Magnolia in hand. Then I get the value off of that. You get too much soul that it's basically a free cost. Yeah. The only call that makes sense is this. Whether or not I want to put these 2 in drop, I don't think I do. That doesn't seem necessary. We'll just do that. And then I can Soul Blast here. Draw. I can technically call this, right? Yeah, because in hand, it's grade -1, so it's a grade 2. I can just call this. Assuming it's not a retire matchup, I can call this here. Just swing. Okay. Oh, short thing. As if I didn't have enough cards in hand. Okay. Alright, Jasmine, have a good night. You don't have to drop them, I can send them both to bottom. Yeah, I was just thinking having the grade 1 and drop is beneficial, but I don't want this guy to PG. Heal. Sure, let's say I heal. This does not go to soul. And like, yeah, we just fucking let him rip me a new one. And then I can just probably like throw that in there. Guard. Right. Maybe that's enough. I don't know. Right. Guard with this to call it from drop. Yeah, I guess I don't have anything on call from drop. I can like add that to one of them as well. And stand. Pitch this. Just add it right back. Right. So blast this to add it right back to my hand. Then use this. I don't have an Anastati, so I can just call this, I guess. Because I can't call anything. Oh, I can call this from its own effect. Probably want this maybe. And this is only on Persona Ride, or can I use this? I can use this now. Woo! Yeah, so 1 second, so I can call this. This gets 5k. Everything gets 5k except Magnolia. I didn't Persona Ride, so don't get that. I can CB1, choose these 3, they can attack from the back row. These 2 guys get 5k from their own skill. This gets plus 10. Yeah. Silverhorn triggers. Yeah. That's why I was looking at them like, oh, I might have to fucking buy like SPs or whatever of these just to play them. Whatever I think of a station. I didn't get to test it today. Fortunately, I don't think I'm going to be able to today, so I might test it off stream. I like it in concept. I think it's going to be pretty good, but I haven't actually been able to test it. But Strike Care Eva, essentially, right? Because it does a lot of the things that Eva does, plus a lot of the things that Strike Care does. Sounds really good to me. Full SPs? No, I don't, unfortunately, because they've been expensive and I didn't really like them. But even though they were the really nice SP, they were just always really expensive. I think I have one of each. Like one of the heal and one of the crit, and that's it. Yeah, and then I go to battle. This I don't want to attack yet. I can attack with these two. Honestly, I could just swing him with Vanguard first, or no, I probably want to swing with this fella. And then I intercept with it, put it in drop, and I can put it into soul. I can swing with these two, and swing with this. Check 1, check 2. Give power to make guard. I give crit here. When does this happen? This is on attack, right? Oh, this is an axe skill. Whoops. Let's say I did this. Let's say I did this right for this guy. What does it become? It becomes 15. So he's 8. So he gets plus 5. Right? Plus 7? Sure. Right, it's 15. Yeah. So it's plus 7. Yeah. You're fair then. SP out my Silverhorn triggers. Yeah. I just don't really like the triggers that much, but yeah. They were dirt cheap when Festival came out. Yeah, but I was poor back then. Yeah, this is 30. EB3 restand. And then swing in here. Whoops. I'm not in battle phase. Okay, there we go. For 58. 2 crit. Pass turn. Go to soul draw. Go to soul draw. Right. And then I just have to make sure I guard with this. So I can have it in drop and like I have an insane hand. I have an insane hand. They could throw a brick wall at me and I can guard it, and then I can call everything back almost next turn. Whew. Base Magnolia turn. I mean, yeah, the base Magnolia turn is ass. Without question, yes. Yeah, I can guard almost my entire hand. So stupid. Ill. Sweet shop. Sylvan is funny. I don't recommend because Patriarch is such a good rush deck. Yeah, and like stuff gets intercept anyways, so why bother? But I guess you can, or stuff can intercept. But I guess yeah, you can do that with the triggers if you really wanted to. You can add that to what the competitive players are going to be playing as well. Ultimate Magnolia. Pretty good. I feel like this list can maybe refine a bit, maybe, but again, I have to play it against actual decks to see how it works. Wait for a new boost to come out so Donji can show his growth. Psych. How CB heavy is the deck still? Do I need to run Alpine? You don't need Alpine because this literally makes this one less CB. You need 1 CB every turn, but this makes it free. So you literally just need a CB to call stuff with this, and that's it. So not very CB intensive. It can be, right? You do use CB, but you don't need it. You just need the one for this because you also have Gnosla. So you can use CB, you just don't need it. Like, I don't think you need a counter charger is what I'm trying to say. You just have to play smart. Almost cried seeing it. Can Magnolia be able to throw Leonore as the best 3K deck? Considering we're using one of Leonore's quote-unquote cards, and we use it better. Yeah, does this die to Leverage Dress? It doesn't have a good time against Leverage Dress, right? You can maybe play around it a little bit, right? They have to be really smart with their markers. That sounds like a really good matchup now, right? Because you have a bit more power. But I guess they could just put a marker on your Gnosla, and you're kind of fucked. But I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think you can. I don't think enough has changed. Maybe not. I mean, you do have Persona, right? You had Zero. You have the draw power to at least last a deck. I don't know. I don't think you can beat it. Like, I think you can survive Leverage Rust. I don't know if you can beat it, because I feel like they can guard your attacks due to how the markers work. Right? I think that's still enough of a hindrance. If you have stuff like Gnosla on board, they can very easily just shut that off, essentially. So I don't know. Let's just copying our power. That was always us, sure. But we'll see. And to mimic a fraction of our power, sure. This call can also let to a regular circle without a marker. Yeah, but then next turn the Leverage Rust player can just put a marker on the Gnosla. So since Gnosla doesn't like move or retire itself, they can always just put a marker on there. They could put 2 markers on like this guy, right? Because neither of these guys that give you power move, so they can just constantly put markers on those. So I was gonna say, like, you do get a lot more power now, but yeah, they can still stunt it with that. But then again, you're the turn player, so you give power first, so you still bounce the power, which is still good. But you can intercept and move it. Gnosla, yeah. This guy, no, but you'd have to then call it back. But yeah. Versus Leverage Rust, see who's the master of the multi-attack. Remember when this comes out in English in like 5 months? I'll do that fight video for you guys. But yeah. You can also moves his power before the marker, yeah. Which is that enemy right on call. Yeah, but like to waste my call on Gnosla seems kind of bad. Feels bad. But yeah. 5 months. I'm exaggerating, but like, when is it again? It's 3 months. I'm sorry, it's 3 months because we're in March and it's in June. So almost. I just threw out a number, but yeah. Actually, yeah, because it'll technically be July because it's like the 28th of June that it comes out. So by the time I get the card and make a fight video, yeah, it'll be July. So yeah, basically 5 months. Means I'm on the grind for that FR ride line? Yeah, GG's, good luck. Oh gosh. That thing so much. Hate that thing so goddamn much the way they did that. The 27th, yeah. So the end of June. So basically July. Alright. Yeah. Magnolia good. You've been counting? Fair enough, yeah. Hopefully they reveal something else that's good that I like. Maybe I'll get a case so I don't have to worry about ordering these and have it right away. Or maybe I'll just get a split for a second. Yeah, I think we'll see. I don't have any money right now, so we'll see. But what an unfunny meme. The macro used this shit on Leverage. Damn. I can already imagine the ire of you guys when Magnolia becomes meta. You guys have to fight Magnolia every week. I already see it. When you see it topping and everyone's gonna be like, you're gonna try and tell everyone you told you so, and they're just gonna play their inferior builds of Magnolia in the pulse and other stuff. But so am I buying off to a friend into their case of set 8? Oh yeah, I forgot Black Mirror comes out in that. Yeah. Mag mirrors? I mean, the mag mirrors are, assuming everyone plays different builds ish, it might be kind of fun. Yeah. 4 years when Elder came out? Yeah, but that was different. That was different. You guys actually have the thing now, right? Because you played it even after that, right? So has anybody thought about the Elder hybrid using Engorg to keep fitting your Persona rides back? Yeah, I feel like you could do that, but I don't know if it's really worth it. But you can definitely make something happen. I just don't know if it's worthwhile. More interesting than the Leverage Rust mirrors? Yeah, because you're not all playing the same exact cards. But we'll see. Start K tournament. Oops, oh Maggie? Yeah, possibly. Alright. I'm gonna head out. I have to go. God, I've been like standing like all day. Today's been the worst. I have to go finish editing or recording or something. I don't know anymore. The next history video, which is probably coming out next Monday at this point, unfortunately. We'll see on Thursday if maybe we can play some CFA, or we'll play Deities. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Once this is actually in CFA and I don't have to cheat to get it into CFA, right? We'll see. CFR you can get, alright, but we'll right, throw that next time. Taco Bell actually sounds kind of nice, to be honest. Yeah. Unfortunately, I was forced to use this damn bear. I don't know if I'm sold on it, but I mean, I'm glad that I got FRs of it as soon as it came out, so at least I don't have to worry about buying it now. I do have, hopefully, actually, no, actually, this is a good idea, Blank. Because I think I have like 10 copies of this fucking thing. So let's get this to $10 so I can make a profit. But yeah, I might have already sold them. We'll see. I will learn. Oh, I don't want to play the bear. But yeah, all right. I'll see you guys Thursdays, and we'll talk about Valeno and try and fit that triple R into this deck. And we'll talk about Flam Glam finally. Not yeah, sure thing. Go ahead, preach about Winzapu. Are Winzapu of the new grade 3? I don't get it. The only advantage is that you can call this on grade 2. That's it, and you can rush with it. Otherwise, they technically do the same thing, except the grade 3 has shield. I feel like it's equally as good. You can just call this out from hand. Oh yeah, it has to be in the back row. That's the other thing. Yeah, he has to be in the back row. That's the downside for the Moose, is that he has to be in the back row. When I want my back row to be this and Ganosula, and I don't have space for another card in the back row, right? No. Alright. Thank you, everyone, for stopping by. Thank you for forcing me to play a bear. We'll maybe do some more Ganosula, some more Magnolia talking on Thursday. Till then, take care of yourselves and each other. Play Vanguard, and have yourselves a damn good one. After some honey. God.